When was it done? Oh man. Hey, y'all go ahead and tap the screen, man. It's gonna be tap the screen on TikTok for me. This is crazy. Um, my bad, you. I had to step away for a second. I'm gonna bring awareness to something. I guess that Jesse Wu brought it up. There's women that's talking about it. Y'all tap the screen for me. I'm gonna play the audio and address this. It's sad, but it's the truth. Um, you got to be careful on what you do in the past because it can come back up to haunt you. So y'all tap this screen for me. I'm gonna flip the camera on the screen, and then I'm gonna for TikTok, and then on YouTube I'm gonna share the audio. So I already got it pulled up. We gonna play the whole thing. We gonna look at it, and we gonna see what the man had to say about black women while simultaneously having his white wife next to him. Now, people gonna get mad. I don't care. I'm gonna talk about it because I think it should be addressed. Um, because this was trash. So y'all continue tapping the screen, share the live. Support the platform if you'd like to. YouTube, rock with me. Appreciate you, but we gonna go ahead and share the screen so y'all can see exactly what went down. And don't worry, TikTok. I'm a play it. I'm gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna play the whole thing for 2 minutes. I'm gonna play the whole 2 minute clip so we can get full context and we can see everything that happened. So let me share the screen for YouTube. Let me put that right there, and then also let me full screen. Let me add it to the stage, and then we'll play it. All right. Let me flip my camera over for TikTok real quick, and then take off my green screen for just a second. It's me streaming on YouTube, but I'm about to go to the thing. All right. Pick this off. Let's actually see what James Earl had to say.
Jim, do black men marry white women because of the nature of black women? I know in some of our earlier conversations you mentioned that the black women you've met have been uptight. What do you mean by that?
Well, I'll answer the one question. What do I mean by uptight? Going toward a more militant attitude about their own identity. And in many ways are way ahead of the black man because I don't know why, but in many ways are replacing the black man. There's a whole, there's an almost unfeminine aspect of the black militant woman.
Do you find that some black women you've known out of your personal experience blame the black man for what happened to them in slavery even today?
Of course. If the black man, regardless of the causes, failed to protect her, left her in a position where she had to sell herself or bargain with her body and so on. Yes, she had there's resentment about that, but it's very complex now. You see, I think in another generation you'll get a whole crop uptight about their position in society. There are many because I'm generalizing now, many are overreacting against Aunt Jemima, the Aunt Jemima image, the submissive Mother Earth type, unselfish, all giving, especially all giving to the white man, sexually and in the kitchen, every other way. And she's also overreacting against the problem of having to be the breadwinner, the matriarch of the house. The myth of the black matriarch is really a myth, because she is not. It wasn't her choice. Many black women, I'm sure, once they found this job had a certain social and political dignity to it, relished it and wielded the rolling pen, like any minority group mama would do. But no matter how much she might relish it, it wasn't her choice to begin with. She would always have preferred the black male to have run the house, to have saved her from white rapists, white slave owners.
Why did you marry Jim? But first, do you know what Jim means by the uptightness of black women?
Oh, yes.
You've been in the theater.
Well, I've felt it. I've sensed it with almost every black woman that we know.
I'll never understand how a black man will allow an other to disparage black women as a whole. That's wild. I mean the coonery that can be, and I'm not, the coonery is absolutely ridiculous.
Whether they accept me or not, whether there's always a tolerance, but there's always hostility behind it. I can understand it intellectually. Thank God I didn't have to go through the process.
So thank God that you didn't have to go through slavery, because that's what it comes back down to. Thank God that you didn't have to suffer right next to black men, and the black man not be able to protect his own family, the woman having to step up. Thank God that you didn't have to do that. So you get to speak from a white privileged space that you never had to go through or endure what black women go through. But yet you don't understand.
Process that made it occur. I happen to think it's a good thing that they're showing hostility. I think it's the only thing they can show at the moment.
Whoa, I think it's a good thing that they're showing hostility. But you think it's a good thing, but then you say that what?
I think out of the hostility, I think that's a healthy sign.
Out of the hostility, that is a healthy sign. All righty. So let's switch the background back. All right. So this is what black women were upset at. This is what black women were upset at. All right. I don't know what that is. Say what annual plan. Treat yourself with the premium plan and get too much. Don't renew. I don't know why that popped up. I'm not. So that is what black women were mad at right there. And well, I mean, what can I say to that? What can I what do I say to that? I don't think there's anything I can say to that. Now, what I find funny is that the same talking points get used over and over and over again. So now we have that being said. So now you have black women discussing. Let me remove this first. You have black women discussing whether they should care about his passing. You have some people saying, man, this was over 60 years ago. There's a whole lot that I could say about this. And I'm trying to be very respectful because you're dealing with the death of a man. But I would say that when stuff like this happens, and you see that Black women are doing a deep dive on Black men who get past who pass away, I think that people need to educate themselves on why that's happening. There has literally been discussions from men in this space. Y'all tap the screen, keep sharing a lot because we're gonna get into some stuff. There has literally been discussions in this space whether Black women even deserve protection from their own group of men, but they couldn't even protect their own group of women. There has been times where you can pull up like a hoax, like a fake woman faking that somebody did to her, but then you can also look at the other side where women are being harmed and Black men are literally saying, well, I can't do nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing. How do I know she didn't deserve that man going upside her head? How do I know she didn't deserve to be hit? How do I know? So now you have this response coming from the women saying, okay, we're just gonna give them back their same energy. Since we don't qualify for protection, since that's what women saying, since they always doing a deep dive on us, okay, we're gonna stop marching, which I think is sad. We're gonna stop advocating. We're gonna stop using our voices because when something happens to us, right? This is what Black women saying. When something happens to us as Black women, they try to dot every T and all this and all that. So we're going to give them equal smoke. So I hate to say it, but even for Mufasa, I don't know I don't know how I could. I'm not mad at Black women for feeling like this because he literally let a white woman disparage Black women right next to him. Equal smoke. This is what you get. This is what you get. I don't know how clear I can make this, because what I'm about to say is going to probably trigger a lot of men, but I think it should be said. There are men on the app right now who have content literally talking about women all day and calling women everything but a Black woman. So when you die, they're going to give you that same smoke. What you say when it's recorded is going to last forever. What posts you make is going to last forever. You can't get mad if no woman, even the women in your own family, don't show up to your funeral because you said a whole bunch of disdainful things about Black women. This is the response that you're getting for putting out that negative energy. See, if you would have never put out that negative energy, right, and been more balanced in your approach, and this coming from a man of the older generation, ain't this during like the civil rights, off the back of the civil rights? I get it. I don't want it to be that way. I don't like the divide, but what you say lasts forever. So to the men, you can't get mad if no woman shows up to your funeral because you put out a whole bunch of negative comments. And when you die, because everybody's going to die, they're going to treat you the same. Even if you're a guy that I've been trying to build the bridge with, you one of them ones. You call Black women hyenas. If they don't show up to your funeral, don't say nothing. You made evil posts about Black women and they say this don't got nothing. You get yeeted by the cops. You get yeeted by the cops and nobody says this ain't, and Black women say this ain't got nothing to do with us. Hey, listen, your fault. Because instead of when Anton Daniels passes away, right? If and when, God forbid, anytime soon, he called Black women the enemy. If his own wife don't even show up to his funeral, If his own daughters don't even show up to his funeral, if his own women in his community don't show up to his funeral, that's what he gets. Angry man. All you red pill manosphere dudes with a pill up your butt. All of y'all. Remember, when your own group of women do not show up to your funeral because of what you said, that is your fault. You can't blame nobody but yourself. So it's sad to see that, oh, a legend, or oh, a champ, oh, a guy, a great actor, right, says something like this. Too bad. That's what you get. I got to give him the same smoke that I would give any man on these platforms, the same energy. Because I don't understand why you would say something like this. First of all, I blame the interviewer too. Why? Stop asking stupid questions, right? But he didn't have to answer it like that. Just like Columbus Short. Understand when a question is a setup. But that's what you get. This is what you get. Sorry. Now you have black women discussing should they even care that you passed. And especially during the time that you're going, do you think that black women were not supposed to be strong in that time? Were black women supposed to be weak in that time? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? The heck are we talking about? What do we like? They had to be strong because of everything that y'all was going through together. So to even frame it as now they're militant. Well, if I was to frame it to say that a lot of the black men were weak and soft, you'd get mad. I find it funny that the men can call black women weak. I mean, a black woman strong and independent and all this and militant, but I can't call the black men of that time weak, effeminate men. I can't call the men of that time soft and can't get anything done. That would be crazy, right? That's disrespectful, right? But the men can't call, but the men can call the women strong and independent. Why? I got a question. Why did your own group of women have to be strong in that time? What were you not doing? Was you as soft as your soft D? No, I'm sorry. Somehow every stereotype is true about black women, but no stereotypes are true about black men. Y'all find it odd? They make every stereotype, everything true about black women, but none of the stereotypes are true about black men. You shouldn't frame it that way. And then when you are a man and you're calling out the hypocrisy, they say you're a man basher. Well, you're a woman basher. No, I'm just bringing truth and awareness, man. We just caught. Shut up. This man, since black women are arguing his death, I don't feel sorry for it. Appreciate the movies, appreciate, rest in peace. But if they don't want to support it, they don't want to support it. And they have that right. Because what you say, listen, everything that you say in the dark shall come to light. We don't have to even that's Bible. But it don't even have, you can still apply that. What you say in the dark shall come to the light. And this is what you get. I'm sorry, black men, bring it on in, baby. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry because you caused it, but that is what you get. This is what you get when you framed majority of black women to be wrong, when you called them horrible mothers, when you say they're strong and independent, and they don't know how to keep a man, even though you can't keep a man. A man has to choose to be kept. That's so stupid. Just like no man can keep their wife either. Your wife can cheat. You have to choose to be that good person every day, you dummy. You have to trust. You can't control anyone. You can manipulate somebody because that's what a lot of people do, but you can't control. You can't literally joystick this thing called life. You can't do that. It's impossible. You never putting anything past nobody. You're dealing with humans. You have to crucify your flesh in a biblical sense. You know, that's Bible. Crucify, die to yourself daily so you can serve God and serve your wife, or, you know, be a better person. Getting rid of those lustful thoughts, having eyes for one woman. You got to train yourself and discipline yourself, right? But they don't want to talk like that. That's too real. So this is what you get. This is what you get. And I don't feel so, and you know, RIP, but don't feel sorry for them. So the next thing that y'all want to do, I mean, because let me see if I can. There's this letter that was written by this woman that actually says that black men were only chasing tail. Even in 1960, I just looked it up. Let me see if I can find the history, but let me see if I can go in my history. And this woman has shit. Let me see. I'm gonna have to find it real quick. Let me see. Y'all give me a second, because that letter, and it was on a .gov. Tracking, not runner syndrome. I did look that up though. I don't know who that is. Aria Hudson. No, I don't know. That's that lady. I'm gonna find that letter that black. It was a letter written by a black woman that actually wrote about what black men were doing around that time. If I could find it, I will pull it up, because she was giving out certain stereotypes that black men were doing. She said that black men were chasing tail. Black men were leaving their children. I mean, it's a letter. Oh, the sister's reply. The sister's reply. Let me see. It's called the sister's reply. Clicked on the wrong thing. Now I gotta go scroll down and find it again. Yeah, I'm gonna read that letter. The sister's reply, right? And I'm gonna read it. I think it's called the sister reply of Black National. No, that's the wrong website. Duke repository. Duke repository. It's 4 pages long. It's by Patricia Robinson. Patricia Robinson, right? Patricia Robinson. Let me like you just can't see. This is what I love. That now they gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad. Let's read it. Here is the sister's reply. Look, whoa, around this interview was in 1968, the one I just showed about James Earl Jones, right? Look when this letter is. This letter says September 11th, 1968. Dear brothers. Oh, this letter, bro. This letter says, dear brothers, poor black sisters decide for themselves whether to have a baby or not to have a baby. If we take the pills or practice birth control in other ways, it's because of poor black men. Now here's how it is. Poor black men won't support their families, won't stick by their women. All they think about is the street, dope and liquor, women, a piece of tail, and their cars. That's all that counts. Poor black women would be fools to sit up in the house with a whole bunch of children and eventually go crazy, sick, heartbroken, no place to go, no sign of affection, nothing. Middle-class white men have always done this to their women, only more sophisticated like. Bruh. So when Winnie put out the pill and poor black sisters spread the word, we saw how simple it was not to be a fool for men anymore. Politically, we would say men could no longer exploit us sexually or for money and leave babies with us to bring up. Whoa. You see how stereotype, you see how, so basically this letter will be filled with a whole bunch of stereotypes that was happening in that time as well, right? So what I'm saying is you'll have people say that it's the majority of women and they have no facts to prove it. But then when a woman is speaking from the exact time period that this man was speaking, now it's like, that ain't Shannon, Black men wasn't doing that, Shannon. But you gotta understand the majority of these women, it's the women out here, bro. These women wrong, bro. These women wrong. And I be trying to stay Christ-like, bro. But then, like, sometimes I try not to say nothing stupid, like, maybe you're wrong. Maybe, woo, boy, I be trying to keep my mouth sane. Some of you people were probably almost aborted babies. Black women have always been told by black men that we were black, ugly, evil. Black, ugly, evil, snitches, and whores. In other words, we were the real ninjas. I can't say the whole world. We were the real ninjas in this society, oppressed by whites, male and female, and black men too. Whoa. And black men too. Now, a lot of us black brothers, a lot of the black brothers are into a new bag. Black women are being asked by militant black brothers. You see how he used militant? He said that black women were militant, but in the same time period in which this interview took place, in this letter called The Sister's Reply, she's also using the word militant, but they're going, somehow militant doesn't apply to black men, but then it applies to black women. If majority of your women are strong, then the majority of the men have to be weak. Because why are the women strong? We can't lead. Well, some of y'all are not leaders. Every black man's not a leader. Majority of black men are not leaders. That's what, that's another thing. Black men, we leaders, right? That's what they say. Well, majority of men are not leaders. Are you really going to frame it that majority of black men are leaders? That would be stupid. That would be stupid because a lot of y'all ain't leading in a goddamn thing. A goddamn thing. So you see how he says that the overwhelming majority of black women have a militant mindset and they strong and independent. The overwhelming majority. But this woman says a lot of black men consider black women to be the real ninjas. I can't say the word, so just bear with me. That black men, called us ugly, evil. I can't say benches, right? I have to say bench, chairs, and whores. I think you can say that word on here, but if I get yeeted, it is what it is, right? The Sister's Reply. This is called The Sister's Reply. You see how the same stereotypes can be put back and forth, right? When there's no balance. This is what you get. And now I don't feel sorry for this man and the next man that passes away, and you and black women do a deep dive on you to see what you have said. I don't feel sorry for you either, because you deserve what you get. Remember, YouTube, this letter is called The Sister's Reply. Maybe I can share this letter. Maybe I can share this letter with y'all on YouTube. Maybe I can share the screen. We can read it together. I don't think that's the right tab. Oh, that is the right tab. Right. You're literally. This is why I don't like when people try to say the majority of women, but they're speaking from a hurt place. It's not the majority of women that are degenerate. The majority of women are not eating people. The majority of men ain't either. But when you look at men as a whole, men are doing most of the crime. So when you would ask like who we start with first, wouldn't the right person to start with first be the men instead of getting online trying to preach to women? I don't know if y'all can see that on YouTube. That's the best that I can get it right there. Right? It's the best that I can get it. Look at this. Look. Let's scroll down. Like the Vietnamese have decided to fight genocide, the South American poor are beginning to fight back, and the African poor will fight back too. Poor black women in the U.S. have to fight back out of our own experience of oppression. Having too many babies stops us from supporting our children. Having too many babies stops us from supporting our children, teaching them the truth, or stopping the brainwashing, as you say, and fighting black men who still want to use and exploit us. So black men, even back in that time, were using women and exploiting women, right? But we don't think you are going to understand us because you are a bunch of little middle class people and we are poor black women. The middle class never understands the poor because they always need to use them as you want to use poor black women's children to gain power for yourself. You'll run the black community with your kind of power, you on top. It's time to speak in the whole question of this position of poor black women in society and its historical period of revolution and counter-revolution. We have the foregoing analysis of their own perspective, and it offers all of us some very concrete points. Okay, so this is poor black woman. You know, it talks about black birth control pills and black children. It's by Patricia Robinson. It was brought up to me by this I forgot the woman's name, right? She told me to look into it. Thought I'd share it. Y'all can go read this for yourself. The whole point of me bringing this up was to say the same stereotypes have been said on black men as well. That black men only care about tail, that black men only care about, or black men don't care about their children. Black men are so sexually perverted, right? Somehow the men, you know, that doesn't apply. That doesn't exist, right? That doesn't exist. But when it's black women, everything on go. Everything is on go when it comes to black women. It's literally majority or all. I mean, literally Angry Man said that black women were getting black men hung from trees due to pillow talking. Do y'all understand that? Do you do you know how trash of a man that you have to be to say that a lot of black women were getting black men hung from trees due to pillow talking? Holy crap. I'll play the video again, Remy. But basically, Buddy had a whole bunch to say about black women. And let a white woman disparage black women too. I don't understand it. That's some weak stuff, bro. To let a white woman say something about black. But you know, I'm not surprised because didn't they bring up a goddamn didn't the Manosphere bring up some white woman recently? I think it was debunked. I don't think she said black woman on the bottom of the barrel. She might have. I think, oh yeah, German. The German lady, right? The German lady. Let me play this video again for y'all on YouTube. Let me play this video so you can what in the hell? My bad. Yeah, because we gonna Yeah, this is sweet tea. Yes, sir. All right. Oh, we're gonna bring it to the screen. This is for you, Remy Martin. I'm gonna play this for you. I'm gonna play the whole exact thing, and you should be able to hear it.
Jim, do black men marry white women because of the nature of black women? I know.
We already starting off on muddy waters. Do black men marry white women because of the nature of black women? We already starting off on muddy waters now. You that's the interviewer. That's the interviewer, fam. Let me take my green screen off and let me take my green screen off and I'll go ahead and take it off of TikTok real quick. Let me and we'll play it together. Y'all tap the screen, share the live because this.
In some of our earlier conversations, you mentioned that
this is what black women are mad.
Black women you've met have been uptight. What do you mean by that?
Well, I'll answer the one question. What do I mean by uptight? Going toward a more militant attitude about their own identity. And in many ways are way ahead of the black man because I don't know why, but in many ways are replacing the black man. There's a whole, there's an almost unfeminine aspect of the
So majority of black women, even at the heights of the civil rights movement, right, was unfeminine. That's wild. Did they have a choice to? Did they have a choice to you know what? I'm gonna just keep playing.
The black militant woman.
Do you find that some black women you've known out of
Raphael, my guy, when you say black women, that means all. I don't want to say, you know, I'm not reading in between no lines. When when y'all get on here and say, but not you, but when men get on here and say black women, that means all. I'm not finna play the game. I'm not finna say, oh, it's you got to read in between the lines. You got to use context. No. You said black women. If she's a woman and she's black, that's all. If it was most, you would say most. This is English 101.
your personal experience? Blame the black man for what happened to them in slavery?
The interviewer may have said some, but he said black women.
Even today?
Of course. You know, if the black man, regardless of the causes, failed to protect her, left her in a position where she had to sell herself or bargain with her body and so on. Yes, you know, she had there's resentment about that.
So he understands that. He understands that.
It's very complex now. You see, I think in another generation you'll get a whole crop uptight about their position in society. There are many, because I'm generalizing now.
There you go. Right
many are overreacting against Aunt Jemima, the Aunt Jemima image, the submissive Mother Earth type, unselfish, all giving, especially all giving to the white man, sexually and in the kitchen and every other way. And she's also overreacting against the problem of having to be the breadwinner, the matriarch of the house. Wait
a minute. Black women are overreacting to being the breadwinner?
Myth of the black matriarch is really a myth because she is not. It wasn't her choice. Many black women, I'm sure, once they found this job had a certain social and political dignity to it, relished it and wielded the rolling pen, you know, like any minority group mama would do. But no matter how much she might relish it, it wasn't her choice to begin with. She would always have preferred the black male to have run the house, to have saved her from white rapists, white slave owners. You know.
Why did you marry?
Now, I found it funny that when I said black men can protect their own group of women, every man was mad. But this fool's just literally proved, not fool, because not fool. I didn't mean to use that word. He's not a fool. Not a fool. It was an accident. It slipped out. This man literally just said what I said. And they got mad at me. They got mad at me, fam.
Jim, but first, do you know what Jim means by the uptightness of black women?
Oh, yes.
You've been in the
Well, I've
theater.
felt it. I've sensed it with almost every black woman that we know, whether they accept me or not. You know, whether there's always a tolerance, but there's always hostility behind it. I can understand it intellectually. Thank God I didn't have to go through the process.
So thank God. Look. Catch that. This white woman just said, thank God I didn't have to go through what black women have endured. But I'm going to get this black man, though, this prominent black man. Thank God as a white woman, I can speak from my place of white privilege. I didn't go through it. I can understand why they're mad, but, hey, I'm, and most of the black women I come across is toxic, mean, and horrible.
Process that made it occur. I happen to think it's a good thing that they're showing hostility. I think it's the only thing they can show at the moment. And I think out of the hostility, I think that's a healthy sign.
When has hostility been good? Ever for black folks? Every time black folks are hot. I didn't mean to put this little boy on there. It just popped up because the video's over. When? Miss me with this. Why is Jordan Peterson on the goddamn screen? I don't know why that video's playing. Don't mind me. All right. So that's what he said. That's what he said. This is what black women are mad at. This is what black women are mad at. And I don't blame them. I think they have the right to be mad. Video is very old. It's old, but I think they have the right to be mad. I mean, like, what do you want me to say to this? When you die as a black man and these women are now digging into your past, oh well. That's what you get. That's what you get, bro. Listen, if I ever come out and disown my own group of women and call them hyenas, all this, bro, unfollow me. Don't support me. Don't send a goddamn super chat. Don't do nothing. Don't, bruh, ever. I'm willing to take the smoke that I am dishing out right now. I have never put out a post saying that black women are demons. You can't find a video saying black women or that my own group of women is the enemy. You can't even find that video. But I pull up these examples from men all the time who say this, and you know what? They never cover them. These fools rather spend online and talk about women. All day long. Anything. They just make up topics. These dudes just make up topics. Talking about, I can't even say. It was a live I saw today. You know what? I ain't gonna even name no names, fam. I ain't gonna even name no names. I ain't gonna even name no names, man. I'm usually all about the smoke. I don't even feel like, bro. It'll be no point. What's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
Man, I just to dissect that video. I don't think the flex. By the way, I only saw one video of a black woman expressing her hatred or disdain or whatever you like to call it for this gentleman passing yesterday. So I haven't been on TikTok.
What was her name?
It was late. I probably seen it at probably like 3 a.m. I just went by it though. It was just on my FYP. But it wasn't a discussion being had or nothing. She might have did the think piece on it, but I ain't the type to report or to go in the comments and nothing like that. I just go right past it. Sometimes I interact, but depends on what it is. But with that one, I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care. I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do, but I don't advise people to speak on the dead.
Why?
I just don't. It ain't for me. I guess it ain't for me per se. I ain't gonna speak on like when the Queen Elizabeth passed. I mean, everybody. I think that was justified to celebrate her. She
when you say speak on the dead, you saying speak bad on the dead or speak good on the dead, or you just
to celebrate someone's death. I don't really.
I don't think nobody is nobody. No, but who's celebrating his death?
The video that I saw was
black. The video that I saw.
They celebrate.
I don't care. Like I don't care about women celebrating Kevin Samuels' death. Like I don't care. When you say something stupid, and then your own group of when people clock you on the stupid things you said about your own group of women, and then they saying that's what you get. Oh well, when you speak ill on black men, and then you get yeeted. Never mind. I'm trying to be balanced, but I'm not soft like that, bro. Like if you say something disparaging about your own group of women. Mm-hmm. And they come together, they band together to say fuck you, God please give them for cussing. This ain't got nothing to do with us, because I've seen that too. When that guy got by that white woman in the elevator, right? You remember that black man got by that white woman in the elevator, and they went
in a relationship.
Yeah, they was in a relationship.
Yeah,
and then he had some tweets. Yep. He had some tweets that actually said he hates black women. And he like them white, that black women ratchet, this and that. A whole bunch of comments when he died was saying black women, this ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, no, I agree when you said that part, when you expressed that part, when you elaborated and you said that rightfully so for individuals to spit on their grave, if you will, because they said some disparaging, disrespectful things to individuals. So I agree with that aspect of it. I agree with that. You don't get no disagreement with me. But if it's unwarranted and you just like someone's opinion, but no, that guy, yeah, he said some harmful things. I ain't saying he deserved that joke. See, I ain't gonna go that far, but I understand one's logic. I see why they would go there. Mm-hmm. James Earl. Now I ain't gonna hold you. I don't see the uproar, if there is one, too much. Like, because again, he didn't say all, and he
said black women in the beginning, but then he corrected himself and said many.
No, but I ain't gonna hold you, Shad. Like when people typically say, I get how people ears will come up if they start speaking about black men. Mm-hmm. But I'm aware to know that they're not talking about me. But I will be alert with what they're about to say though.
I'm done giving black men and black women grace. When you say black men, you mean all. I'm not playing. You mean me too, brother? I'm not reading in between the lines, like because I know what you say out of your mouth came from your heart. So when you have these men online and they put on the background black,
Sam.
Huh?
No, I'm telling Sam, shut up.
No. I'm saying so when these dudes, right? So I made a general statement, right? Mm-hmm. I made a general statement. I said black women mad at James Earl. I should have said, so I take my own accountability and said some or a lot of an uncounted number. So I take my L too on this because usually I do put most or some. But for them other dudes in the lives, when they put black women are this, mm-hmm. I'm taking that as all. That's your mama, that's your auntie, That's your cousin. That's the unborn baby in the womb. If she's going to be born a woman, she is this. See, because I'm not gonna play this dumb game. Oh no, it's not all because then we got to go into Raphael. We could take this conversation all the way there. How does a black woman qualify for, when you say black women don't qualify for protection, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they say that, how the hell is a black woman supposed to qualify for protection? What?
It depends on how they broke it down.
So hold on, wait. When they say black women don't qualify for protection, your wife don't qualify for protection. I would hope that if I'm not with my wife and some man is trying to get her, that no man has heard the rhetoric that these guys are saying to where they just like, oh, she must have did something wrong. Oh shit, I can lose my life. Pussy. I understand that situation. I'm sorry for cursing, y'all forgive me. I understand there's certain situations, but y'all, like we talking even catcalling.
Yeah.
Even catcalling. Oh, now that ain't nothing, bro. He just trying to holler at the girl, all that, all of that.
No, it could become
yeah, but again, they have to qualify. So what is qualified? Because if your wife is out and she not doing nothing wrong, and a man is trying to talk to her and he's antagonizing her, what does that mean? But at the same time, you didn't put out a whole bunch of see, Raphael, I don't even care if some of them dudes are in here. They gonna die one day. And black women go spit on their grave for everything they say. If you called a black woman a hyena, if you say majority of them are out of pocket, you will have your grave spit on as well. And they should not worry about, supporting you. They should not worry about supporting your family. Your own daughter shouldn't even show up to your funeral. Your own mother shouldn't even show up to your funeral. That's just logical because you said black women.
It's a creator. You know who I'm talking about. He's been going crazy lately. His topics have been.
I don't know who you're talking about, to be honest.
Man, no, I ain't go. I thought you would have because you speak on certain content creators that seem to have it in for black women. And
what does his name start with?
Come on, brother.
What does his name start with? Just give me the letter.
Nah, I'm gonna have to DM it to you or something.
No, just give me the letter. I'm not gonna say his name. Just give me the letter.
No, I can't. I'll DM it to you, but I see your point though.
Ralph, give me a letter. I will know. Just tell me. Give me a letter.
Bro, you already named them. You already named the individuals that you think that don't like black
Anton.
women.
All I said was Anton Daniels, an angry man. In this live, that's all I said.
You said it prior to touching on their content. You said it prior to that. You were talking about other certain individuals. I'm talking about individuals on this app. Oh, is Anton them on this? On TikTok?
No.
Oh.
I said his name before.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on. Because I'm not talking about one of the men that I'm trying to connect with and actually have a conversation with to bring in the side. So I'm not talking about Saw. I'm not talking about Lower. I'm not talking about Omega. I'm not talking about Cartel.
Okay, I thought you were. Okay.
I mean, I agree with their damn topics every time, but I'm not talking about them.
Yeah, you talking about the throw the baby out with the bad water jumps.
Yeah, I'm talking about the extreme of the extremes, to where there's no goddamn balance. It's just we just popping shots off. So those individuals that I just named, I'm not talking. If I had a conversation with them, if I'm man enough to sit on a panel and talk to them, me and them alone, I can call them out in the DM. Just like Saul has the right to call me out in the DM. Basically, Black Jesus has the right to call me off in the DM. Lower has the right to call me out in the DM. Freaking Omega has the right to call me off in the DM. Cartel has the right to call me out in the DM or call me out publicly. Just keep people wives and stuff, and let's keep it chill. Let's just keep it respectful. If I say something stupid, if I say something crazy or something that was just so bad to where I say, oh, black men are freaking trash, right? You know what I'm saying? Like generalizing like that of some of the crazy women that be online. If I'm doing something, cool. I get it. I've already been held accountable. It is what it is. So I'm not talking about, but you said there's a content creator that has been going absolute stupid. And it was one of those that I named?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. Well,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, even You've been wilding a little bit to get
well, I haven't seen it. If I would have saw it, I probably would have said something. But I have not seen it. I'll be scrolling through lives. I'll be chilling. I'll be at work.
It wasn't nothing to necessarily call out. It was more of a like, those are kind of a true false participation type of things. Your perspective on how you view Black women. Whether I agree with it or not, I do find it just random and unnecessary, and it seems to kind of provoke.
What is random and unnecessary? Oh, you know what, Raph, what do you think my goal is over here, bro? You think I'm pandering, or you think I'm trying to bridge a gap?
No, you not. Well, no. Look, actually, didn't you admit to that you was gonna go full blown pander mode?
Yeah, on Halloween, I'm going full blown clown.
I think you were just fed up because I think
seriously. On Halloween, I'm getting my clown costume, and I'm going straight for the juggler of just saying stupid rhetoric, because nobody wants to be accountable for their voices. Nobody wants to be accountable for the things they say. Nobody want to talk about Black love. Nobody want to talk about that, but we want to throw Black women under the bus, and you got some crazy women that want to throw Black men under the bus. So fuck it, let's just all throw, God please forgive me. Let's just all put on clown hats and the red nose, and let's just go stupid. I'll start saying Black men was walking Black women into the slave master's house. I'll be the biggest coon. I'll go all the way back to goddamn slave. I'll go back to Africa, since we want to be so goddamn stupid.
See, I don't mind you doing that.
But it'll be to prove a point. But I'll go stupid.
Yeah, but like, see, the thing about doing that, I mean, you have more success at it than I did, because when I tried to do that, I was just filled with rage, bro. And then I literally was fed up. And
with who?
And men. I was upset with men a couple years ago, just from their behavior, bro. I was really upset with men and the mistreatment of women, all women, brother, but especially Black women, because I had a close friend. I just had a close friend that he was the example of being played by Black women in high school and couldn't let it go. And he literally would be on Facebook bashing Black women, and I'd be like, bro, you friends with literally all the Black women that I know and your mothers. Man, his mother wasn't all the way there, but still, we knew healthy Black sisters around us, but he still chose to go on a rampage and be upset with them, and I just couldn't get through to him.
I mean, you know, I a lot of people have hurt that they can't get over. Whether it's women on their side that don't have that can't get over a toxic ex. It's men on this side that can't get over a toxic ex, and they take that all the way on in life, and now it's all men or it's all women, and it's dumb. It's dumb. But I understand. Rapper, I ain't slow. I understand why dudes are mad. Shannon, you mostly talk about men. Yes, I do. I mostly call out men because I'm calling out these so-called leaders. That's what you're supposed to do. So, if I get the men in order, talk to the men first, then we can talk to the women. But I don't have a problem with men calling out delusional, egregious women. If you want to say that some Black women are delusional, degenerate, whether what that degenerate behavior looks like, that's cool, bro. But separate the good woman from majority of the women, because it's not the freaking majority. That is the one thing that kills me.
So let me ask you this. So the degenerate behavior that you speak on and that women display, do you feel that they still deserve love and protection by any means necessary, with no conditions?
It depends. It depends, bro. I don't. Give me an example. If I see a woman, let's put it like this: if I see a woman twerking in the streets with her friends, like they in the mall, or they out by the mall.
No, that's the hell with twerking.
Okay, I mean, because that's always a talking point. That's always a talking point. They be like twerking the degenerate behavior.
Have you seen that Ray J clip? To where he pushed her in the water when she was like throwing stuff on him?
No.
Well, it was a clip, and they was like having dinner or something on some reality TV show. I don't know what their discussion was, but she
so protection in what way? If she was to
Well,
do,
she was attacking him and stuff like that, throwing stuff on him.
if he
Do you feel?
defended herself and pushed her in the water, I don't have a problem with that. Did he punch her in the face?
No.
And who started it?
She did, and he put her in.
So if I fact check this, that if she started it and she got pushed in the water, that's her fault. Protection from what now? He pushed in. Can she swim? Did she survive?
Yeah, she was
okay.
fine.
Okay, so keep your hands to yourself.
But that's my point. Like, do we protect women that aren't keeping their hands to themselves?
Let me show you how this plays out. When I hear, do black women deserve protection, right? As a general statement. If a woman is walking down the street and you see a man about to hurt her, and you go, oh, like a man, or you see a man hurts her, a man socks upside her head, right? And you do nothing. Do you think that woman deserves protection, or would you go, I don't know what the fuck she did?
I think honestly, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, the first instinct is to protect the woman. Like, I don't want to speak for all men, but I'm under the impression that majority of men will think non-instinctively.
Do you think that's cap? Okay, so let me. Okay, so I would love to believe that. But look at the Reddit. Hold on. Let's even the men on TikTok when they're holding that conversation, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. They never break this down logically, brother. They just say our group of women don't deserve protection because of their behavior. They don't go into examples of what they will protect. And even when it's situations that may be clear for them to protect the woman, they'll be like, I got to get back home to my wife.
Well, yeah. So I have seen those discussions being.
So that's what I'm saying. If they can't even give me an example of when a woman qualifies, their stupid stuff, their stupid answers be, well, what was she wearing? Or matter of fact, why did she go down that walkway? It's always a why did she do this or why did she do? She probably lived down there.
Yeah.
So that's like, what do you mean? Why did she walk down it? The first thing that men will do on this app is say, why was she there? I even heard men who we've even known, not the names I've mentioned, but it was some men on those panels, right? On some of those panels, right? That actually said that, I mean, she was out past 10 p.m. What the hell? Lord Jesus, forget. What does a time have to do with whether a woman deserves protection or not? Was she doing something crazy at 10 p.m., fam? Or was she was out past 10 p.m.? Yeah. She probably got off at 10 p.m. What about women that get shot at the gas stations? I mean, it's just it's dumb. It's dumb. If just say that you don't want to protect your own group of women. So if you're going to frame the argument like that, when it's your wife and a man has heard the rhetoric that you put out, he probably remembers what you said, but your wife is out alone. And he just said, I don't know what the hell she did to get hit by a random man. That's your fault because that's what y'all said. Not you, Raphael, but that's what they said. Yeah. But some people be so sensitive. Some people be so sensitive.
Right, I get it. So no, I agree with you. That scenario has played out. I have heard, not the individuals that we know mutually, but I have heard them other off-brand people that trying to provoke. I don't know what the hell they was doing, but yeah, I had them have that discussion. I've seen them have that discussion. I have heard individuals break it down, but not so much to your point. I haven't heard them say, what should a woman be doing? They only point out the negative behavior of the woman that caused her said harm. Well, I guess they would say, well, so remember that incident in the where the son unalive in Chicago?
What time?
Son unalive.
Yeah, for protecting his mama.
Yeah.
So that boy. Hey, that boy got more balls than half the men on TikTok.
That's a. I mean, I don't know if that's how you feel.
He did what he was supposed to do. I would have done the same thing, no hesitation and no questions asked about it.
So my thing is, so would you consider that protection?
You damn right.
Even
Are we about to say that
even though she was getting hit,
even though she was getting what?
Even though she was getting hit?
Yeah, because that toolie was on little boy, and little boy put them pows in him. He was watching. He waited on. Hey, he did what he was supposed to do. What does it matter that she already been hit?
Well, that's to me. That's not protection, though.
Bro,
so, like, if I want to protect something, I'm going to prevent my mother from being actually
I swear to God, you can't even prevent the random woman in the mall from getting punched. You're not like, bro. Protection sometimes happens.
We do take cautionary steps, bro. Procedures,
brother. No man is psychic. If you're just walking, bro, we're at the mall, and you see a woman get hit randomly, you can still protect her from dying. Her getting hit is still her getting hit. She might still be alive. You can protect her from being hit more.
No, I agree with that, but I was just saying because dude said, like, stop talking to me or I'm going to hit you. Mm-hmm. So, like, my thing would be tell my mom to stop talking to bro. He unhinged. Let's get up out of here.
Yeah, I can see that.
He just threatened her.
I can see that. Or,
so, my thing is, let's get up out of here.
Well, listen. If it was me, mm-hmm. and I heard that, I would have said, I wish you would. Because I'm going to take you out. And I will sit in the graveyard. I will sit in jail, and I'm going to have to really ask the Lord for forgiveness. Or I will not enter the kingdom. Because I will take your life. See, my mama died at 6 when I was 16 due to diabetes. And I'd do almost anything to get her back. I will take your life. Let somebody put their hands on my wife. I'm going to take your life. I'm going to give her all the money that I have. I'm going to tell her to go start her life over and be happy with somebody else. And I'm going to sit in jail.
I don't even disagree with that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man.
I think he could have. I mean, he's a boy. I mean, he could have said something, but I mean, at the end of the day, he put that man in the grave, and that man, hey, best of luck to him. I don't know where he ended up.
Yeah.
So I mean, still protected. He still protected his mama's life. She's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but that whole framing that you did about preventative steps. My thing is in the like that's why I be trying to get clear. That's why I be trying to get a clear understanding or an example, because if you see a woman, I don't believe a lot of these men when they say, "Oh, we do protect our women," because look at what you, especially if it's one of you said something stupid like that online. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see a woman get hit in public, I've literally heard these guys say, "Well, I don't know what she did. I can't risk my life." I just find it funny that the same men who follow Kevin Samuel's rhetoric avoid his video that he says black men protect their own women. I'm not even gonna argue with you if you don't. That's what he said. I mean, I could pull up the video right now. Whole thing got less views than a lot of his videos, but that's what he said. That's the Godfather, right? That's the Godfather. That's, hey man, that was a man who could correct women and stood on family values, as y'all say, and really was out here.
However, thought processes do shift at a particular time in a particular situation. So I understand when that video was said. I understand that people could agree with it at that time.
But not many years. What has changed in 3 years? How long has this man been dead?
What has changed is videos on the internet.
Like, it's been the same kind of videos on the internet that was around. It's been the same type of videos that's been around, fam.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
2 years ago.
Like, personally, like when men say that they protect women, who am I to say they do or they don't? And if they don't in totality, so be it. But I'm pretty sure individually, anecdotally, they have protected women to some degree.
Then
Whether
why
it
are
was
you having?
physically, whether it was emotionally, it had to be some way. Protection ain't just
Why
always
are you
physical.
having conversations that your own? Do you understand how sorry and tragic that is when you have a conversation to spin it? Because I know that I'm being logical when I'm saying this. I know that I'm not being extreme. I know that people can understand what I'm saying. When you're having conversations and the topic is Black women do not deserve protection because of X, Y, and Z. We've said Black women. We've generalized all Black women. I'm not going to read in between the lines. There's no lines to read in between them. If you wanted to say most, you would say most. If you wanted to say some, you would say some. Even I got to take accountability. I was supposed to put some Black men are mad at James Earl Jones. So I'm even taking accountability on here. Right?
You don't have to do that.
No. It needs to be done. All that don't apply. Let it fly. When people say that, we purposely know that you're trying to gaslight.
Advocating for that. I just understand that I just understand that you're not talking about all
but I'm not going to spin it that way. When you say Black women, your own group. Okay, when Anton Daniel said Black women are the enemy, how do you
all women, brother?
I'm sorry. He
Brother,
said
he
said
women, every single one that
y'all. I swear to God, y'all dudes will defend harmful rhetoric every time.
Don't have me defend that, brother. I'm not trying to do that.
Raphael, he said Black women are the enemy. He didn't say some because of some exhibit this type of behavior. He said Black women are the enemy. They're the type to come in, use you, and disperse of you, and then want to ask you, well, what about the kids? F them kids. And F that woman too. Throw out. Hold on. Wait. Throw out the baby with the bathwater. Here's where he made it all women. If you don't believe that part was all women, hear this part. Get a whole new group of women and start the community over. You just literally said get rid of all Black women and get a whole new group.
Okay, and I hear you. So when you say I didn't consider this at all, but I'm glad you said that. So get rid of this group of women and start over. Start over with a new batch of Black women, or what is he?
No, he said get a whole new group of women. He didn't say get a whole new group of Black women. He said get a whole new group of women.
See, my mind goes to he talking about Black women still. Even still.
So when you say throw out the baby with the bathwater.
I ain't gonna defend that. I ain't gonna lie to you, bitch. Excuse my language.
Well, if you're throwing out the baby, that's girl or boy. How the fuck do you get a whole new group of women if you're throwing out the baby?
Right. Facts. Yeah. Hey, forget all that.
What you mean, bro? What you mean?
I feel frustrated with that.
What you mean?
I see your videos with that one. I understood. Yeah, he deserves all that smoke.
Then why did you just try to?
No. I didn't mean to go down. I told you I didn't want to try to defend, buddy. No, I'm good on him. Whoever that dude is, I'm good on him.
Come on, bro, it was 3 times when he basically said get all of them. He fucked up by saying Black women are the enemy. Then he said throw out the baby with the bathwater. Get a whole new group of women.
That dude would just see, and ain't no getting away around that. Like,
but you just tried this. You tried to
get been canceled though.
But brother, you tried to. That's worse. That's almost as bad as Cynthia G. See, people want to talk about Cynthia G, but you got Black men saying the same thing. Some Black men saying the same thing on the same side, just with different words.
You don't have to say some Black men.
No, I'm gonna say some. See, because when I said Black, when I said Black men can protect their own women during slavery, everybody got mad. Everybody said you just threw Black men under the bus. See, but if I would have said some Black men can protect their own group of women during slavery, they still would have got mad, even though some couldn't, right? So I think the word some holds weight here before they come after my neck.
I mean, I guess, but they gonna come regardless, though. So, I mean, I guess I gotta respect it that you want to make sure that when you're talking to women, you're talking about. Well, yeah, that's actually what I like about you. Actually, you're very clear that you're talking about certain individuals as opposed to the collective. Well, you could be talking about. Well,
I do not think majority of Black men are criminals. I don't think majority of Black men are evil. I don't think majority of Black men are
that was the
wicked. But however, I do think that there is there is a very loud minority that has a huge following, and that may become the majority. Just whether you even think that that's on the women's side. These people with these podcasts, your voice is powerful. People with podcasts have influence, and these people are growing. So if you do not,
Adolf Hitler, Malcolm X, they not producing no followers like that. I get that we have the internet and it can reach widespread, but not to the degree of a
bro. You literally got men. You, bro. That's how movements start like this. Okay, so wait a minute. If let's take the red pill black manosphere, that group all together has a overwhelming following altogether. Now, maybe on an individual, right? But they all have the same exact talking points, the same exact agenda, the same exact ideals, right? So combined all their following together, that is a big collective, fam.
Okay, so the black men that are in the manosphere, give me an example of the typical one, like from what they look like, from what they do.
Well, they never look like anything.
Yeah, you said they bald.
I mean, they never look like the stellar guy that just had women throwing themselves at him. So if I look like them, I would be mad too, right? So I mean, it's always a bald-headed dude with a beard, overweight or bad built, because they love to call women bad built, but then if you look at them, they be bad built too, right? So they always look like a freaking black Ninja Turtle. So they always have the same exact look. Now I'm not saying now, and I'm gonna be fair. There's some sharp men, some very sharp men. That's black.
Hold on, Sam, calm down with the glasses. Don't do the glasses, because man,
man, because it get real. Intellectual already. You know what I'm saying? Sam. You feel me? You got the thick.
Appreciate you.
No, Samantha, cool, bro. But go ahead.
I know she is. She be trolling. I ain't got no issue. No, I cut you off. I apologize.
No, I was done.
So I like your show because you once were balanced, or you are balanced. Sometimes when you talk about men, you branch over to women and you agree to certain things. And you willing to listen to opposing opinions, and then you don't gaslight individuals. But you do a pretty good job of like hearing them out, seeing where they come from, and then from there you debunk.
What do I concede on women? Like, just give me an example. I'm just trying to understand, like, what do I concede on?
No, the other night when brother, you be having me to say stuff that, because I'm just a troll, man. I just like talking shit. Mm-hmm. I don't want to. So when women say that black women are being unalived every 4 hours, I don't agree with that. That's not true. I
corrected that woman.
Yeah, no, I know you did, brother. But I found it funny how she went on to say, "I'm just talking about that particular time," and as opposed, ma'am, that was 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. But you still bring it up, and she says, "Oh, I'm only talking about that particular time," but yet. Well, I just looked at it 2 months ago and it's still the same. No, it's not, ma'am. You just lied, but you let it slide, which I don't care. It's fine.
I asked, I believe I asked, I'm like, I don't see that. But I already conceded. I said at this time, right? Well, I didn't concede, but I'm saying at this time, ma'am, that was at the height of COVID. I don't know if that still stands.
It doesn't, but the point is, again, these.
So how did I agree? I was just trying to make the conversation keep going.
Well, I ain't meaning that you're in agreement, brother, but the fact that you challenging what they're saying to prevent it from being circular talking points, or even because when I tell you, like, sometimes because you had a conversation with basically, and then, or you have a conversation with Saul or Omega, and then you'll have discussions debunking what women are saying that is happening and it's not happening, and then the next couple days, women will keep saying the same thing. And then I'm like, why is he not saying that that's our... You agree with me one time when women were trying to say that women are dying at alarming rates when giving birth. And we looked at the numbers, and it wasn't the case. And you even challenged that. So I'm not saying that you. I'm just saying I like that you challenging what women are saying and men as well. Like that is creating a balance to me. So you're not taking everything for free.
The women dying at alarming rates. I even asked, yeah, because you did say I challenged it. Because I remember I challenged it. I said, yeah, even though this number is a lot, I wouldn't say this is an alarming rate. I don't want to undermine depth, right? I try to be balanced.
I didn't either, but
yeah, no, I'm saying, I'm saying what I said. I said I didn't want to undermine depth, but this still a lot. But specifically to black women, I did specifically to black women though. I did say that they have a higher chance they are 4 times more likely to die in the hospital under this system.
I've never heard even the one guys that we know ever challenge that or deny that that's the case.
But yet they want to keep having kids now.
You said that they want them to keep having kids.
Yeah, they want. I can't tell if I don't know what we want anymore. I'm trying to figure it out each and every day. I'm trying to figure it out with the men. I'm trying to figure it out with the women. I don't know what you want anymore because I speak on my family values. I speak that I say I want us together, but I understand you want to decenter men, fine. You want to talk, you want to say stay away from women, fine, right? But when you start saying the majority of your men are trash or the majority of your women are trash, we have an imbalance here and it needs to be called out. But I can't, if you're holding a panel and you have framed a discussion to make people mad, right? You have framed it in a way to draw people in, to make women mad, to make women look stupid, to make money off of women. Or on the same side, you have framed the discussion to make men mad so you can make money and use the exploitation of your people for content, right? I can't get mad when there's equal smoke. How can I get mad at Cartel when a woman goes over there and say, look at Tattoo Face over here, and then Cartel says, oh, I just don't understand about the weave, lashes, nails, and bonnets. There's nothing that I can say to that. How can I get mad at Saw when Saw is trying to have a balanced conversation and then somebody go over there and say black men this and black men that, and then he starts going in and saying a whole bunch of toxic rhetoric as well. I can't say anything because you went over there and antagonized the host and said something stupid. All right. If it's a balanced conversation, how can I get mad at Omega if you're going to lie on Omega and then Omega comes out to defend us? I can't do anything about that. And it's not my job to do anything about that. But we can do a better job at framing words to have better discussion. Now, if you're purposely rage baiting, that's on you. That's between you and God.
I think, that's exactly what it is.
But we get nowhere. But I understand if you really cared about the black community and cared about black people, you would try to have every conversation as balanced as you could, instead of saying black women aren't feminine anymore. Like you don't see any goddamn feminine women. And then you got to ask yourself, are the conversations that I'm even having worth having? The only reason I even brought up James Earl Jones is because to show that the same type of rhetoric that we're saying today, it must be somewhat of a problem because he was speaking on it. But then I found that letter as well that still stereotyped black men in that way. So you have trash on both sides. That's what I'm saying. You can find trash throughout the time periods.
So with that being said, you believe that it's even. It's an even playing field. Like all the stereotypes that have been placed upon our people, black men and black women, particularly black men, in terms of deadbeats, imprisonment, that community.
All of that has been debunked.
All of it has. Is that a question, or are you saying?
No, I'm saying a lot of that stuff has been debunked. Majority of black men are not deadbeat dads. Like I don't even play that game.
But this was before the internet, so that narrative went around, and women believed that, and they still currently believe that because that was being told to them.
Okay.
And not only being told to them, women have experienced that.
Yeah.
So women have experienced that. So when I hear that letter, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. That just sounds like a scorned woman.
So wait a minute. So somehow That letter sounds like a scorned woman. But a man can have a white woman next to him and disparage black women and have that white woman talk bad about black women, saying they have attitude, huh?
I don't agree with that.
Okay, so when you say that sounds like a woman scorn, I can also say that, hey, the men that are coming out today who don't look like anything, talking about black women are mean, black women are cheaters, black women run off with your kids, it sounds like you slept with a Jezebel. You're a scorned man because you have to pay child support. Your fault, you're bad.
Thanks.
So again, equal smoke. There's a lot of scorn. Bro, Myron literally is a scorned man. Now, he's not FBA or anything, but he's a scorned man. He literally said back then, I say this all the time. He literally said back then, when I was playing Xbox and on the video games, and none of you women would give me a chance, now it's your turn to suffer. Do you understand that there is a lot of men? And I'm not saying a majority of black men, but there's a lot of men, right? Who, because they weren't that guy in high school, or because they were never that guy in middle school, whatever, they weren't that man, they grow up and they get a glow up, or they get some money. So now that they are rejected, they don't even know how to handle attention from women. So they're going out here just causing a trail of heartbreak because they're using their money and their success as a way to just sleep around with everyone because they couldn't do it before.
Right.
That is a scorned man. That is a toxic man. But then you know what the men say on the other side? Well, it's the woman fault for giving access. You got literal dudes out here who brag about having STDs. And
we gotta slow down with that because I agree with everything you said. But then, okay, so when the rebuttal comes, brother, I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna lie. I think 20 women messing with one dude is more problematic than that one dude messing with 20 women.
20 women messing with one dude.
Yeah, I don't.
20 women messing with one dude instead of one dude messing with 20 women.
Yeah, I don't think women should give. Bro, how you got 8 baby moms, bro?
20 women. No, okay. So if we want to talk about men purposely spreading their seed around, yeah, that's trash. But I'm talking about 20 women messing with one. So I want to let's be honest, because we really was to test the water on men who had game. None of these men used to have black books. Even back before we were here, these men, some, not majority, had black books of all the girls they were messing with. Do you think majority of those women thought or knew that he was messing around, or did he frame it to where she's the only one?
No, I'm not going to let you turn women into victims, bro.
That's not victims. That's not victims, bro. This is called game. This is game because men have game. This is game. Men created game. We lie.
You mean to tell me women today is still getting tricked by 1930s game that men have been passing down?
Yes.
So
there are some women that literally do get tricked out they draws. I'm not out they draws. Not to where they're sleeping. What I'm saying is there are men out here that literally will make it seem like she is the only woman they're talking to. Okay. Meanwhile, he's talking to my best friend. When we was throwing house parties, had a woman lined up for every day of the week. Had 2 women lined up for every day of the week.
I'm not doubting it.
And they all thought that he was the only, they all thought that he was the only, or that she was the only. They all thought that he was the only, he was only talking to them. You feel me? They all thought that. He had them on a schedule. He had them in rotation. None of them knew.
Brother, so
that's not a victim. So you can't say that that's a. But wait, we can't call that a victim. That's more just having game. They didn't know.
Brother, what if they knew, brother? What if they knew and just didn't care because they got a piece?
No, they didn't know. They didn't know, and he purposely made sure they didn't know.
Well, not him specifically. I'm talking about other women.
How many, bro?
Okay, so who don't know about Cam Newton? Who don't know that
You cannot use those. You cannot use those extreme examples. I'm talking about on a day-to-day basis. The average man, is still. Well, I ain't gonna say the average man is a player, but the man who knows how to talk to women, be nice, get them out the draws, will have a woman lined up for every day of the week. This is nothing new. Even the men on the app should be able to concede to that point that even themselves, because when they say they've been there, done that, they know that they was lying. They know that they had a woman lined up for every day. I guarantee you, even the men we had conversations with will tell you how they got down.
Dan, I don't think lying is game. I think game is telling the truth. I don't think. I know you classify that as game, but I think if
game is literally manipulation. So what do? You lie?
No, game could be telling the truth. My game was telling the truth.
Game is manipulation. I'm playing a game, and what is the end goal of that game? To get you in the bed. It's manipulation.
Tell the truth.
A lot of guys ain't telling you. A lot of guys ain't. So what is it?
To me,
so what? So let's just say manipulation. A lot of men are manipulating women. Would you concede to that?
No. So you said a lot of men are manipulating women. Is that the question?
Yes.
I'm gonna hold you. I actually don't buy into that. I actually think women lie to themselves more than they lie to women. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. But that's just me. Listen, it's just me. So don't
shit, bro.
Other men think like me, bro.
Man.
I personally, I'm a firm believer that women and men will lie to themselves as long as they're getting what they want and they're benefiting from it. They can know the truth, but they're gonna lie to themselves. That's just what I believe. So I do not, to answer your question, I do not believe that there is a lot of men manipulating women. I think there is a lot.
So all the men that's getting around, majority of the men that's getting around just say, hey, man, I'm sleeping with like 30 women right now.
That's not even statistically proved. Wait, say that again. You said there's one.
So majority of the men that's getting around, you're saying that they coming out immediately and just saying that I'm sleeping with about 20 women right now. I got 20 women in rotation. I got 8 women in rotation. I got 10.
Extremes? You said don't speak in extremes.
Well, men who, I literally just told you that my friend had 10 women lined up for 2 on each day, right?
Right.
Lined up for every day of the week. I mean, just knocking them down. And they all thought that he was only talking to that one. What are we talking about?
I can't. So, bro, you need more context. So, I ain't gonna lie to you. So, did any of them want commitment with this man?
Yes.
So he damn. So wait. So I knew a dude that got into relationships just to get boxed with women. So I know a dude that did that. He like made them his girlfriend and then dumped him after he got that. So you saying that's what bro did?
He kept leading them on, kept making them think it was gonna be a relationship with him. He would do things that would insinuate that, oh no, I'm just not ready for a relationship right now. But the same thing that we say all the time.
Sure.
We just trying to keep you around. Like, I ain't ready for no relationship right now. But I really like what we got going here, right?
Yeah. So now that's okay. So that is a form of manipulation, but at the same time, it's tricky. It's tricky kind of honesty. I mean, a woman can do what she wants at that point. If a woman knows that she wants a commitment, and she just don't want to.
What did you say?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Women gonna stay around, bro, just because they got a piece of the man.
Okay, so again, if he was you, all right. So
brother, I ain't got no advice on a dude.
Oh my God, I come from a family that literally has game, fam. Like, you act like this is absurd, brother. Like,
no, you literally. I'm just saying. I just find it hard to believe No, I don't view women as victims, and I don't think they're as dumb as y'all are.
But I didn't. Okay.
Not you, brother. Not you personally, brother.
But you keep saying victim.
Men that speak on behalf of women that think that they're victims.
Okay, so here's the problem with what you're saying. Like on some level, I will agree that women want to believe the dream, right? Like the man will sell her the dream, and women want to buy it, right? And yes, you can say that, but here's the issue: that when you have these groups of women now that are saying it's all men till it's no men because of exactly that. They're like, we're not buying the dream anymore. We're done buying the dream. Y'all are all full of shit. Then men come out and be like, oh, we're not all liars. We're not all this. Why don't you believe us? Well, hold the fuck on. if men are lying and they keep falling for it so easily because they want to believe the lie, and they finally wise up and say, you know what, we're going to stop believing the dream, then men get mad and say, why aren't you believing the dream anymore? So this is the kind of problem it creates, is that they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. Right? The problem, because I absolutely agree. A lot of women definitely want to fool themselves into believing shit. They see the red flags, they know the red flags are there, but men, we do what we do. We talk up the game and like, oh no, don't worry about that. It's not what it looks like, and just trust me, and blah blah blah. And we know we're full of shit. They know we're full of shit. Right? But they keep doing exactly what the other men keep saying, which is, no, you got to give us a chance. We're not all liars. So what do? Give our dumb asses a chance, and then we prove to be liars again anyway. So that's why I say they're kind of stuck in this weird position where if they write us all off as liars, then y'all act like, oh, they're just not giving men a chance. And then if they give the wrong man a chance, they were supposed to know that was the wrong man to give a chance. It's a weird place y'all are placing them in.
I can agree to that. I do see mixed messaging going on. That's being said to women, and it kind of leaves them in a rocky position. I don't really necessarily have a rebuttal to that. I don't want to hit the whole classic discernment, have somebody else vet them. Those are options, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
Let's ask a quick Kim.
See, real quick, can I respond to this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then because of all this, you have goofy comments like this. Ladies start asking for deeds and land on the first date. Get the fuck out of here. Get the entire fuck out of here. On the first date, I don't know you. I'm not giving you shit on the first date. I don't know you. Right? That's like that's the crazy place that the patriarchy has put us in, where women now, they reject the oppression that the patriarchy has placed on them. But at the same time, because society has kind of created this odd atmosphere, they also want all of the benefits of the patriarchy. They want the money. They want this. They want that. It's like, whoa. No. If we're going to break down barriers, if we're going to eradicate the patriarchy, if we're going to eradicate these standard gender roles, well, then we're going to eradicate them on every level. I'm not going to sit here and play games and only give you all of the benefits of said gender roles, but then I'm not going to receive any of the so-called benefits of the gender roles. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, probably. I actually agree with you. I noticed that as well. That's a kind of conversation that's being happening, that women want to dismantle the patriarchy while also participating in and demanding men be these very characteristics of patriarchy. So that is very interesting.
Both sides are doing that though. Like the men are saying that a woman needs to get in the kitchen and cook and then go 50-50.
Right. That's a good concept too. Right. You can't exactly. You cannot expect her to pay the bills, equally, but then also, cater to you the way a typical gender role, woman wife would. No. You expect her to cook, clean, raise your babies, and all that. Then you need to pay for everything, big dog. And so that's why I say it goes both ways. If y'all are going to play that game of standard gender roles and patriarchy, then no. You're gonna run them pockets. You're gonna play the game the way you're supposed to play the game. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're gonna go 50-50, then you're gonna wash your dishes. You're gonna do the damn laundry. You're gonna help her clean up around the house. You're gonna take care of them kids while she's at work. You're gonna do all of the things that she's doing as well. If y'all are going in this as an equal partnership, right?
Now, so I ask you this. I know I know I know people are saying that women do majority of the labor. How often do y'all think that's taking place? Do y'all believe that the vast majority of men that's in relationships and marriages aren't contributing?
They absolutely are not contributing to daily tasks. I don't think men understand how much labor is really involved in everyday tasks. Like, as a kept man, I will tell you, I stayed in the house. Like for real, look. I stayed in the house. I did laundry. I did the household chores. I did the cooking. I did all of these things. And on a daily basis, people don't understand that shit never stops. It does not stop, right? Like when you go to work, you clock out. But when this is what you have to do at the household, it does not stop. Because you have multiple people, right? You have yourself to clean up after and to cook for, to do the laundry for, and to clean up after. But if you're involved in a relationship, now you also have a whole other person that you have to do those things for. If you have kids, then there's even more people to do those things for, right? So it keeps going. It adds up. It's not something that you get to just clock out for, because people get hungry in the middle of the night. They get hungry at night. They're hungry in the morning. They're hungry at lunch. So there's no clocking out with daily tasks, with life.
What is this idea? How does this manifest? How did this become a thing to where most men aren't participating in the homes? How does this play out?
Well, look at what
ideologically through patriarchy.
Look at what they're saying. Look at what the women were saying, and then look at how the patriarchy is set up. A woman's supposed to do this, do that. But then listen to what the men are saying. That they want a woman to go 50-50, still have intercourse with you like it's no tomorrow, cook and clean. Look at what we're saying the woman is supposed to do while being at work. So it's like, okay, what the fuck are you doing? Well, I'm providing. How are you providing 50-50? And what else are you doing around the house?
Right. Well, she's also providing.
What people wanting things, it's just okay. So he wants that. Is he going to get that?
Wait.
And if he does,
wait, he wants what?
People say what they want in terms of relationships. So my thing is, once they find that individual, wouldn't that said individual would conform to what he wants and how he's gonna, or to vice versa?
So if we do a deep dive on the divorce phrase, it's not the highest contributing factor, but one of the biggest complaints that you hear women saying is that I needed help around the house and he got complacent. He won't do this. I need your help here. These women, before they're filing for these divorces, you got infidelity, you got abuse, and then you got finances, and then it trickles down into other things, help around the house, right? So a lot of times when these guys are getting these women, they're not. If you look into the reasons why women are leaving, literally one of the biggest reasons is that he's not stepping up around the house, or he's not stepping up here, he's not stepping up there, and they're feeling, because I know y'all hate the word feelings, but there may be validity to it, that they're doing everything by them damn self, and all he doing is working. So like, I think we've gotten to the point as a society that we think women are robots.
That's a man's problem. That's a man's issue.
What's a man's issue?
That like this is a man issue for women. Like, because I mean, once I saw the reasons why lesbian couples were being, it was the same thing. It was not helping out around the house. It was the exact same thing.
In lesbian relationships, there's still lesbian relationships, they still practice a heteronormativity. So you have to bring that in.
Yeah, you're right. They do, and it plays out that very same way, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not a man thing. It's an individualistic thing. Correct?
It's mostly a man. I cannot.
Is it a cultural thing?
I cannot. It's a patriarchal thing. I'm not trying to be.
Because even though they're lesbian relationships, one of those women tends to take on a more masculine role and behaves as a man would traditionally, even if they're not a man. So that's what he's saying, is that the ones that we would typically call "quote unquote" a butch, she will be the one who behaves as a man. She'll go to work and think that when she's off work, she gets to kick up her feet, grab a beer, and watch a football game or whatever, right? Because she's like, I already went to work. It's like, well, no, bitch, you got shit to do around here too.
That's
I
funny.
need to work too. I got to do shit around here too, and that's what men are missing, right?
Now, problem. That's crazy. You said that because I hear people saying women have internalized misogyny. Now that you said that, I can see how that is internalized misogyny right there. But to say that, but how does a straight woman have internalized misogyny if that quote unquote woman is having the characteristics and playing the role?
I mean,
of
we're under we're under the patriarchy. Everybody's going to have a little bit of internalized misogyny.
Right. Look, I don't know if you know what that means exactly. So, internalized misogyny does not necessarily mean that you only behave one way within said patriarchy and misogynistic standards, right? Like, if for example, we're talking about racism. I'm using this only as a parallel. We're not trying to pivot to a totally different topic. The point is, if we're talking about racism, we can identify that white people behave in a racist manner throughout various systems and social interactions, right? We can identify that. And so what we'll say is that when a black person has internalized racism, we will typically call them what? An Uncle Tom, right? That's still a black person, but they behave and see themselves through the oppressor's eyes. And that's what we say when a straight woman has internalized misogyny, is that she views herself and attributes her own personal worth to what the patriarchy has typically told her about herself. She believes in that system. So that's what internalized misogyny means, is that she has bought into an oppression that has been given to her.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, again, I'll be listening to the discussions and I'll be wanting solutions. It just very interesting when both sides kind of make valid points, but at the same time, both sides aren't willing to admit.
I just don't believe this. So this is where we differ. I just don't believe that the solution is evenly balanced out. I just really believe that the solution is in the hands of men. If you, I can't. We could talk about women participating in degenerate behavior.
Because of your belief, huh?
Well, I haven't even brought up Jesus. I haven't even brought up that.
I got a feeling your belief ties into, because
even without, because I love the Lord and all that, problem, not a believer, but I haven't even talked about my religion, but somewhat, but even taking my Lord out of the conversation, right?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
If we're saying we're the leaders, providers, and protectors, who's the one that leads in fixing the world?
You got to stop internalizing what certain men are saying, because I'm under the belief it is a fact that 90% of men and women aren't leaders and are just followers. So you can all men aren't leaders, bro.
Okay, so I think I think you'd be willing. Sometimes I'm not throwing this. I am gonna throw a list. I think you'd be being willingly obtuse sometimes, bro. Because men in general built the world. Okay. Let's say men in general, not men in general. Men in general and women in general did not. So if we look at crime, I know you don't like to tie everything in or mix our community with the white folks. Just stay here with me. Majority of men have done the crime. Who is the best equipped to stop crime? Men, right? If we could change the hearts of men, a lot of crime would stop, right? The inner work, therapy, all of that. If it's religion for you, I would hope that it's the Lord, right? If it's not the Lord, fine, right? Yeah. When it comes to job opportunity, who's mostly in a position of power? Men. It's not women. Shit, Kamala's still gonna lose, even if we vote for her. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I strongly believe she's gonna lose because, right? So even with that, the solution starts with the ones who are in power, which has been mostly men. Now, problem is gonna break that down more than me. You can go ahead, brother.
So I like to use, again, I tend to use the parallel of racism because, especially as Black men, it's easier for us to understand it within that lens because we're all familiar with that power dynamic that we exist within the system, right? So just a quick example. Do you think that Black folks can end systemic and institutionalized racism in this country?
No, I don't.
Who has to undo it? Who has to destroy that system?
I'll play along because I don't. It's not going to go nowhere. But I believe
when you say play along, what do you mean by that? Like, I don't want to have a disingenuous conversation. Like, we're going to have this discussion. Let's talk in good faith.
I am, brother. I believe the systemic issue that Black people are facing is set in place, and it's not intended to go nowhere.
Right. Even if you don't believe it could, even if you don't believe it will, I'm asking if the possibility could exist, who would be responsible for bringing that to fruition?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm putting that on the backs of black individuals.
Oh,
what do you think Black individuals can do for a system that is operated and run by white people? How would we dismantle the system that they are running?
Not dismantle it, just form a different system, a different.
Okay. Well, okay. So, okay. Let me. I guess we're gonna have to do it different because I understand that point. I'm a separatist, so I absolutely believe in leaving and not playing the white man's game. I understand that concept in theory, and that's what I speak about. However, for the purposes of trying to understand what we're talking about right now, let's assume that we intend to coexist in this society. Who is best equipped to dismantle the current power structure of racism?
White people, brother.
Okay. All you have to do, you remember math, right? Transitive properties. If we are talking about patriarchy, who is going to be able to dismantle the misogynistic power structure of patriarchy?
The brother, the ones with the, it ain't gonna be average people. The ones higher up,
it's like, I heard the pause because I think you understand exactly what I'm getting at. And I think you know the answer. So I don't understand why you have a hard time just saying it. If we are the ones who benefit the most from patriarchy, if we have the power, if we are the ones who are currently in that position, then we would be the ones who help or have the best chance at dismantling and ending said structure.
I agree.
Women can't do that.
I agree. However, the average man doesn't have any power. But I agree with what you're saying. If we did have that power to literally have the tools to dismantle something, we would.
But wait, I don't think he's not talking about Black men. When he said we, he meant men. Like, so white men.
I meant men as well.
We belong to the collective as men, right? Because we both know that Jason, who works down the street, that white guy, does he really have power? Not really. He has that thing we call white privilege, right? So he benefits from the power structure, but he is not directly responsible, right? But when we say who's going to be able to dismantle racism, we are collectively saying white folks because they are the ones who collectively hold that power. And so it's no different when we're talking about this. It's not about me holding power and I can just wait for that to go on. We're talking about the collective of men that are going to have to come together and say, hey, we've got to change this power structure the same way we came together and created governments, the same way we came together and created these systems. We would have to collectively come together and figure out how to dismantle them and tear them apart. That's what we're saying. Nobody's asking you.
I understand that, and it sounds good in theory, but like to ask people that possess power to give it up so it can balance itself out, it's a big ask. But I mean, why not? But I understand what y'all saying. But
okay. You know what? Let's take it to where you want to take it. How are Black folks? Let's speak on separatism. Go ahead, because you. So how would you best combat this system? Raphael?
Probably go ahead, brother. You good.
No, I'm asking. No. Oh, problem speak. Go ahead. I mean, the question was to Raphael, but
yeah, that's what I was going to say because you're the one who said that you don't think it would ever happen. You don't have that much faith in the system, which I understand, right? I mean, look, I do agree with this. Nobody with power gives it up willingly for the most part because we exist in that type of society. But that's kind of the point. What we're talking about is arriving at a place in human civilization in which we start to look at the dynamics of power and say, is this good for all people in our society? Is this how we want to govern? Is this how we want to function as a society in which we have these power trips over one another, right? So yeah, while currently our toxic poison mentality in society and culture and civilization is that I have power, I'll never give it up. The point is, are we striving to maintain that type of dysfunctional mentality, or are we striving to create a better future in which we can look at our communities and be like, hey, look, this is what we've been taught from this other community. European Western civilization has taught us this really fucked up, dysfunctional way of existing with each other. Do we want to maintain that, or do we want to change that? And the only way we change that is by examining, acknowledging, and then putting forth the concepts and ideas that we can start to break those ideas down for future generations. We can't just keep saying, well, I got power, why would I ever give it up? I mean, sure, if you want to continue that, that's why the world is the way it is now, because nobody is willing to sit back and be like, damn, is this really the best way for the greater good of all of us?
Mhm. Even if we took an egalitarian approach, wouldn't there be some form of superiority? What's the word? Superiority?
I think you're talking about a hierarchy, right? Like a hierarchy would be
Maybe, but not. Maybe, but not. I think an egalitarian approach would be very beautiful. I mean,
Yeah,
come on. Do you know the definition of egalitarian?
I'm not sure that it'll be equal across the board for every individual. At some point, I mean,
literally, it's in the definition.
Is it human instinct to want to conquer, or is that a patriarchy manifest idea?
Conquer,
to want to have power.
Violence. Violence would be mostly attributed to the men. So not violence, but what's it called? What's that word?
It sounds like he's talking about domination and a conquering mindset, and that culturally,
I don't think it was.
Say,
is that due to patriarchy, or is that innate?
If you're arguing that men's innate nature is to be violent and conquer, I would really want to examine that, right? Because again, that's what I'm saying is that that's kind of a really poisoned mindset that we find ourselves in, is that we believe it is men's inherent nature to violently conquer and try to dominate other people.
That way, yeah. So exactly, that was my question. Like, if we make it that way, do you think that is going to manifest itself in some way?
I think there's the opportunity. I think evilness presents itself through any people at any given time. But if we're just talking about the definition of it alone, let me just read it: relating to or believing in the principle that all people are equal and deserve equal rights and opportunities. Right. So, based on this definition alone, egalitarian, this is a good way to change things. Now, that's not saying that there isn't going to be some man or woman to commit evil, because evil can be present at all given times. There's always going to be that type of thing. But what I've noticed is, if everybody had a equal right or a equal opportunity, or I know people hate socialism, but more of a socialism approach. Whenever a neighborhood, right? Let's just use a neighborhood, for example, is doing well, less crime happens over there, right? Crime is due to proximity plus the conditions of what's going on in a certain area. The less money you have, the more the crime rise. The more money you have, and you change the location, the more the crime ceases. So if there was, do you think if black folks, poverty, thank you. Do you think if black folks equally got some sort of millions in some type of reparations, do you think the crime would stop a lot? Each individual person, a descendant of the slaves, do you think the next day they waking up to $2 million, 2 million? I'm just giving a number, y'all. Just take it for what it is. $2 million individually is every black person. do you think that that person will be waking up thinking about yeeting the next person?
No, because that anger or that idea that benefits is due to because of poverty, is due because of the lack of resources. So to activate those resources financially, I mean, it would help a lot. So to answer your question, yes, I do believe that crime would go down.
Problem, do you disagree?
Of course not. That's kind of where this conversation is going, right? When you eliminate things like
But we got people in the comments
conquering and controlling, then you start to spread out the resources. There starts to become this equal thing where people aren't envious of what the other person has and start creating devious ways to attain those resources and what the other person has. And so you slowly eliminate those mindsets. That's why I said the imbalance of Western culture is what is, I think, primarily responsible for the socialization that we find ourselves in which we think that we need to have these conquering mindsets, these dominating mindsets.
Mm-hmm. So hold on, we have Dale who disagrees. Go ahead, Dale.
Well, for my comment that I stated, when you have greed is almost like lust. It will never be satisfied. And so you take the average person, you may have some justification for why someone may steal, to say that they may steal because they lack the resources to do for themselves. But then you also have to factor in greed. And greed will never be satisfied. A person who is greedy is going to want more and more and more. So it's like you look at a person, like you say, your white collar criminal, who, like the Bernie Madoffs, the people who are scamming people out of millions. They're not scamming or stealing because they need that money. It's because of greed. So giving a person $1 million is not going to change that person who they are in their core. If they have a greedy nature or a greedy spirit, they're going to continue to have greed. And the money is not going to answer all their problems. It's only going to magnify who they really are.
So so when we look at crime is due to what? Well, it depends on the type of crime, but when you look at poverty, right? A lot of the stealing, a lot of the killing, a lot of the whatever is due to a lack of resources. So I know you're saying it's not money, but the crime would go down. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. I'm saying you wouldn't have as many people yeeting each other every day. It is going to make a very much decrease in the amount of crime that we have happening because they're not really without. Nope. I ain't gonna say every man, but when those men wake up and see three on national 3 million will hit your bank account tomorrow, this type of bill we have passed for every single Black American that is a descendant of slave. No man, almost no man, is waking up thinking about yeeting the next man. How I'm gonna survive? They're gonna be thinking like, "Oh my God, bro, I got $3 million. Like, what do I do?" Like, that's gonna change their mind. They're not gonna be like, "Oh my God, I got $3 million. I gotta go steal your $3 million."
But you making this with that argument, you making it seem like the only people who are committing crime is people who are in poverty.
I said, look at how crime works. I said most crime is due to how a neighborhood is going on, like in poverty. I didn't say all crime is there. I'm saying most though.
Right. Okay.
But okay, so I think y'all are confusing all. I'm not saying that there wouldn't be another person yeeting another person off the face of the earth over greed. I'm saying the crime would literally go down in neighborhoods that are in poverty because now they have a way to provide. They have a chance to get ahead. Even if a Black person wants to throw they all money back to the white person, if they ever give us reparations, I don't care how you spend. If you want to be that dumb, be that dumb. I'm not going to be that dumb. That's why I hate when coons say, "Oh, don't just give Black people, but give me my check." Let them spend how they want to spend their goddamn check. If they want to give it right back to the white man, let them do that. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't necessarily agree giving them just cold hard cash up front. I don't think that's wise.
They could give us land. They could give us land, right?
Yeah,
Something. I'm just saying, but I'm just using that as an example. As an example. Are we just rocking with an example?
I hear you. No, I got your example.
So if they gave, so I'm saying a lot of crime would be going down because they now have a chance to provide. They now have a chance to go out and get resources. They can even improve their neighborhoods if they wanted to, right? So it would make a difference. It would make a huge difference. I don't understand how we disagreeing on that.
Well, I would have a disagreement, not to everything that you're saying, but making it's like I often say to people, when you see someone homeless, one thing that I would say, the first thing that comes to my mind is people are homeless because they don't want to follow some rules. Because I don't think anybody just end up being homeless, but there was somebody that was trying to help them or things like that, that they didn't want to follow the rules. And I know some people who have been given time and time and time and time and chance and chance and chance, and yet that's what they want to do. And I'm like, okay, do that if that's what you want to do. So I'm not disagreeing with you that some of the crime that is driven by poverty will decrease. The only thing that I'm saying is, like, I don't want to paint the picture or agree with a narrative that crime is based off of poverty. Because, like I say, P. Diddy, he committed crimes. They had nothing to do with him being broke. There's all the kinds of crime that does not, I don't want the Black community to be the face of crime, because we're not. We're not the only people that's committing crimes. There's a lot of people committing crimes.
He never reduced it to race. What we're saying is that the majority of crime is a result of lack of resources.
And
like,
that's what I just said. I agree with that with you when you stipulated saying the majority and not just all crime is going to go away. Because, like I said, greed, it has nothing to do with actually what you have. It's just you having a desire to want more. And there will be someone who will look and find in their heart the jealousy, the envy, whatever it may be, that the other person don't deserve that. And so he's going to take his. Not because
we understand that. So let me sum this up. What is the point of that statement? We understand perfection doesn't exist. So what was the point of making the statement that we kind of already know?
Well, I might just be late to, just now coming to listen to this. So I'm making a statement because I hadn't heard it before. And what I did hear is all. And when you say the word all, that means all. I think that's all inclusive.
When did I say the word all? What can you repeat my sentence? I just want to know. I don't even use the word all.
Statement because, like I said, I just came into it when I clicked on it and I saw this.
You just said all Black people. If all Black people.
Yeah. If all okay.
Black community.
Yeah.
He was talking about
If all Black people were to wake up with $3 million in their account, right? Majority of the crime would go down. If all Black people, so every person gets their number of whatever the government owes them individually for reparations, even the child, everybody gets it. If they got a young baby, they put it in a savings account, they can get it when they're 18, right? However they want to distribute it. But the people here right now that's 21 old or whatever, they get $3 million in their account, right? Tomorrow. The crime for the Black community, because I'm speaking on the Black community, I'm not making us the face of crime, but since we're talking about reparations, I don't even know how I could be bringing in any other race into this anyway. Crime in our community would go down if it was reparations for whites. I don't know why you would say that. If it was, but I'm just saying. So because I'm trying to separate the race for. If it was reparations for Hispanics, reparations for everybody. Okay. Oh, we can put it like this. Fuck it. Since we going there, if every average American was to wake up with $3 million in their account, crime would drop significantly. That is the God honest. I'm not trying to make Black folks the face of crime, but I was using us as an example that the money fixes problems. I understand people say that it's not the root of everything, but bro, the number one thing that's part of our problem is a lack of resources, and that we don't own a lot of things in our own neighborhoods. Our neighborhoods aren't fit in certain places. I'm not saying every Black neighborhood is broke. I'm trying to contextualize what I'm saying, but if you go to the impoverished areas and all of them were to get $3 million in their bank account, crime would drop in that area significantly, no matter where is it. It would even drop in Chicago.
We are disproportionately affected by low income, and we know why, because of this. That's the point of reparations, right? Is that we have been held back, we've been barricaded from resources at every turn. Despite that, yes, there are successful Black folks. A lot of folks have made it out of that, but disproportionately, we are suffering from these economic issues. In turn, that's why we are misrepresented in the prison system and in crime statistics. We are overrepresented because of various factors, including poverty.
Well, I would think also.
And also, I just looked up. I'm sorry. I just looked up. I looked up number one cause of homelessness. On a global scale, poverty is one of the most significant root causes of homelessness. They like. It's not all about bad choice. It's not all of poverty, bro.
No, I'm gonna say this. I believe it's education. And when I say education, I'm not talking about higher education or anything like that, because a fool and his money will soon part. So you give every Black person $1 million, because I think if you say $3 million and you think of how many Black people it's like, okay, is that even realistic? What will that do to the economy? To automatically give everyone $3 million.
It was just but it was just an example.
Well, still, you can make your example a realistic one. So if it's just an example,
at one point in time, freedom wasn't even. What would that have done to the economy as being a Black person? They look what that did. Like we weren't supposed to be free, but look at us now. Like,
but how soon did it happen though? So it happened. That's the difference.
Everything takes time. But one thing that I hate about some of us, not you, but specifically when we get to a point to where we talking about getting hours, and then we start saying, what would that do to the economy? Man, fuck the economy. God, please forgive me for cursing. I don't care. We didn't say nothing about the economy when we gave money to the Jews. We didn't say nothing about the economy when we gave money to the goddamn the Japanese. They never say that. But every time it comes down to us, and this is just an example, every time it comes down to us, the economy. We Black. Why should we care?
Well, whether or not you care or not, what I'm saying is having a realistic idea or concept of it. It's important. It's like a goal that's not realistically attainable is worse than daydreaming.
Okay, well, the $800 billion reparations bill, that's literally going to get denied in the Supreme Court, or if they haven't denied it yet. That's starting in California. The talks about how to distribute reparations to Blacks have already been happening even before I've been born. Mm-hmm. I mean, they've already come up with studies of how to distribute it, the land, whether we give them a check every week. All of this, and Problematic can even tell you about that. There's all kinds of research that has been done to going into how we would distribute that out. But go ahead. I won't interrupt again, brother. I'm sorry.
Well, no. So my point about it is still education, because we weren't just blocked out and held back and hindered with the resources, but it's like if you don't teach someone, it's like giving them a fish or teaching them how to fish. So just throwing money.
Education is a resource, brother.
Exactly, it is. I'm saying
when you say I'm sorry. When you say we weren't held back, what do you mean?
We weren't just held back. The systematic racism that's in this country, that's ingrained in this country. The first part of having a whole race of people be held back was first in their mind. Slavery wasn't just about them having to work for free, but having a mindset where they beat you down to make you think that you can't be more than anything else. So we have to also address that situation, because what I'm saying is, if for all your, if for everything that is worth, if you look at Jay-Z, Beyonce, the music rappers, and all these different things, these people who are billionaires, and yet you find people who are going to their concert, Black people, and you think like, damn, How bad is this economy? Yet these people are still eating. The choices that people make to do with the resources that they have, with however they're getting it, is something else that to me makes me look. It's like, well, do they not realize? As someone was saying on here on TikTok, this person did not want to take a job making an X amount of money because they didn't want to lose their Section 8 number. So what I'm saying is the education and understanding that you can build yourself up beyond this class of poverty. But if you think like, well, this is enough, this is all I really need to do, you'll stay there in that particular class because you don't see yourself being able to transcend beyond that. So that's a part of education. It's a part of understanding how to manage your finances in a better way. That's all I'm saying. I'm not against reparations. I feel like we definitely are all in due. And I said when like one of the girls who went viral said that we want to tear this whole damn country down. We built it for free and it's ours more than anybody else's because we built it for free. Amen. So I'm right there with you. I really do believe that the next time they want to riot, they should go to the business district in those inner cities and then burn that shit down. And let's see where the money is being made at. Because something has to change. The revolution should start.
I mean, but like in this age of information, even if you look towards the younger generation, they're unpacking and relearning a lot of things from the mental. We're knowledgeable of books about post-traumatic slave syndrome and how they stripped our mind away. The Willie Lynch letters. We're all, I don't say we all, but a lot of us are already doing that work.
Yeah.
So to say that
it is the education is coming there, and that's the reason why they are doing all that they can to whitewash it, and they don't want you to learn. But my thing, as I was saying to my niece the other day, is like, so what stops you from teaching your children or your grandchildren or the people around you the truth about who you are? Because I've said that to many of my nieces and nephews and cousins who seem like hanging out is what they think they should want to do. And I'm like, you do know every one of us who are here come from survivors. Because if you're here and your ancestors came off of a slave ship, they had the fortitude to keep going. So dig deep and don't stop. Whatever that dream is that you want to do.
Okay, so like there's a lot of things that like, so when you say we weren't held back,
I said not just in finances. So what I'm saying,
but that was how we was held back mentally, yeah. But then not only that, you got to understand, like, well, I ain't gonna say you got to understand. I ain't trying to frame it like that, but every time we did lift ourselves up out of bootstraps, every time, too many times, and they still flooded us out. There's only so much that you can do until you. I don't like to go there because it's extreme. Until Black folks are willing to die, you're not going to be able to keep anything once you keep building yourself up out of
not extreme. What I mean, I guess
what
actually, I said that's not extreme. That's actually what's
until the collective group is willing to die, you're not going to be able to keep stuff, and that's our downfall now. Until you're ready to put your life on the line, rebuild, kick out the ones who's coming into our neighborhoods, in our stores, in our grocery stores, all of that, until you're ready to wear that fully armored, you're going to keep getting back down. So, and then you got to understand, we come from we started almost 400 years behind. A lot of our parents, or my parents' parents, were great with their hands, but now we live in the technology age, right? So they didn't know a lot of things, even when it came to parenting. So it's a whole lot that has to go into why that go into us changing and us getting educated, us moving forward. But finances, me personally, get the finances. There's educated Black folks. Let them handle this. And even if the person wants to stay on section, I don't think no logical person in the world, bro. I don't think we are not. I'm gonna believe that we're overcomers. We're not that bad to where we can't. That a person that has $3 million in the bank tomorrow, if that was, just using my example, would just stay on Section 8. I'm not saying that aren't stupid people, but come on now. Reparation for blacks. Now you telling me that majority of black people are just going to throw their money away. That's why we don't ever get shit, because that's a coon talking. Not you, Dale. I'm just saying that's a talking point that even white folks use against. Oh, don't just give them money.
But
Because
but it's an actual thing you can look at. You can see people, black and white, and so it's not about race, but it's about education. Win the lottery and be broke in like 5 or 6 years.
let them.
Broke.
That's their fault.
No. You said it's their fault. It's because they don't have the education to understand what they should have done with that money.
I understand. Let those individuals who are dumb.
So you really don't care about. You don't really care about black people. You just care about those smart people.
No, you're not. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
Bro, he ain't gotta care about all black people.
No. I do care about all people, but this is what I'm saying.
I don't.
When the smart black, everybody gets their share. How you choose to spend your money, that is your fault. Okay, but the ones who are going to circulate the black dollar will then be able to start their own system to help out everybody. So if you go broke, we created a new system now where we're circulating money. We rebuilt our neighborhoods. We're building over here, building over there. We're giving better black jobs. So even if you go broke with your 3 million, hey, you can come work over here, and we'll have our own minimum wage. The minimum wage over here is $40 an hour because we're circulating the money. Like, just give us our money and let the individuals who actually have a plan put their plan together, bring their money together. If a person wants to go broke or goes broke, let them suffer until we fix it all. So it's that's still me caring. They just didn't care about their own money. Mm-hmm. So to say, I shouldn't have to. Black folks individually shouldn't have to suffer for what's theirs based on what some black people might do. That to me that's a dumb talking. I'm not saying you're dumb. I just think it's a very dumb talking point to use, because that's what keep us from not getting stuff. That's the same type of thing that was said when we were slaves. Oh, you trying to run over there? It's better over here. We got this all we gonna get. Fam. Let us get our paycheck and let the ones who actually are in community finances, let those bring their money together and let them circulate a black dollar and start a black Wall Street and all that. And the people who go broke, let them go broke, but we can still bring them in because we have circulating money now.
The thing that I'm saying is not that you can't do this. It's like, I'm not saying you can't elevate only on one front. You can't do it. All I'm saying is the education piece is very important. Not saying that we don't give any reparations until everyone gets smart. I'm just saying that to me is more important. And not to say that we don't give reparations until everyone gets smart. I'm not saying that. I'm not holding up checks or reparations until people are smart. I'm just saying that is very important because we had a Black Wall Street. We do have blacks who are smart.
Yeah, our Black Wall Street wasn't destroyed because of us, though.
I know that. So all I'm acknowledging is just that, yes, we have smart black people. Not every black person is in a hood or in a neighborhood that's ran down and things like that. And all I will say is that for all of those who have made it out of the hood or made it into another class, the middle tax bracket or the higher tax bracket or whatever, they were able to transcend first and foremost because of education. They had to know what not to do, even if that education is not being around the wrong person, because the wrong person.
Who? A lot of us black folks that made it out got lucky, right? Opportunity meets preparation is still luck. It's still somewhat luck.
It's still luck. I don't think
opportunity meets preparation is still luck because you still have to come across. You can be prepared for the. You can be prepared for the role, right?
That part right there is the education, though.
No, it's not. But you can have a out like when we talking about rappers. When we talk, let's not talk about athletes. When we talk about rappers, right? The rappers that got out, they were making songs, right? And they had prepared. They had everything prepared. They knew that they had to get it to a studio. They knew simple knowledge. But then when they got into there, a lot of them didn't make a lot of money because the white folks knew that. So they had to get educated in the system on how to actually make money from their songs. Oh, I'm in a 360 deal. Okay. So now I gotta make all their money back before I can even see anything back. What they gave me was a loan. It wasn't something that I just had. Oh, now I gotta sell records. Okay, now I gotta go on tour. Now I gotta make y'all money back before I can even see $1. A lot of black folks learned as they went, and now they are teaching what they have learned, so that they won't get duped by the white man
or the black man.
Or the black man. They're getting educated. Like I just don't. Everybody should get their $1. How a person wants to spend it, let them spend it. If you're one of the smart,
the ones who have the education will keep their dollars and probably make more. And then those who lose their dollars, because the poor you always have amongst you, because poverty is a mindset, not just an economical stats. Those ones who don't increase is going to be jealous.
Why is the mindset there?
Why?
Why is the mindset there?
I don't know why. Maybe
a poverty mindset. A poverty mindset is not just innate. So why is it there?
Because you said it ain't innate. I think just like anything else, you only know what you've been taught. If you've never been taught anything more, that's what you're gonna have.
But it's not. But it's not innate. So how you said education? Use the money to educate the poor or the less fortunate, so they can keep their money. I'm just not going.
I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that.
So why not just get the
so that is important. If you don't, it's like if you don't, you will see people who would throw away their money on.
But we're throwing blank. What kind of education are you talking about?
Yeah, okay.
Financial education, because we take the money and build a school, and then you take your $3 million, build a $300 million school. See if you get some teachers in there, make your money back, and still pay them.
What would you teach, Shane? What would you teach?
I'm not teaching anything that's in the current school. I'm teaching about real estate, stock market, things that are lucrative for you right now, bonds, all of it. I'm teaching about that. I'm not going to teach about freaking astrophysics if you're not going to use it. I'm not going to have you go through college courses that you're not even going to use in real life, right? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to teach you Black history. As much Black history as I know, and even more, I'm going to try to pull from these archives, if you know what I mean. I have the speaking code here. Books. Bring all that in. Real Black history that's not tainted. The Black women's stories, Black men's stories, and Black children's stories. And then teach about finances, how to manage your money, the stocks. Matter of fact, we could probably build our own stock market. If enough Black folks came together and actually, had some ideas.
I like your system that's set in place.
Yeah, that's I would teach about stuff that helps you, that would help you in the long run.
Life skills, basically, yeah.
Get the $1, and then we worry about the rest later. But like, if a person decides to blow I understand what you're saying. Education is important, Dale, but still, like, if there was a chance for everybody to get it right now, if the person spends their money on back to the white man, oh well. But I know crime will go down, and I know that there's a lot of Black people that would try to bring their resources together to circulate a Black dollar and have more Black jobs. Hell, we probably would even move.
Exactly. So
A lot of black
have
folks
that
might
view.
even take their 3 million and get the F out.
And that's where it's interesting, because obviously America thrives off the black dollar. If you see, you see how it funnels out of our quote unquote communities.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. All of the stuff y'all saying is true. So you could give a, and to Dale's point, they're gonna blow it, and then to Shan's point, people are gonna invest in it. But again, why would I waste my time focusing on and talking about individuals that are just going to splurge their money? So be it. But
that's all I'm saying. That's literally all I'm saying.
Right.
I don't have time. Like black folks should be in a collective unit right now to like, okay, we got this bridge. We on this boat. If a degenerate black person trying to get on this boat, we don't let them get on this boat. You got to change your ways before you get on this boat. Let the collective be so loud that we all on one, that a lot of us are on one accord, right? And the ones who can't go just can't go. Yeah, I still care about you, but I gotta let God handle you now, or whoever.
I was legit about to say you kind of contradict yourself, but that makes sense though. You still care about them. You wish them.
Yeah, but I can't. Me caring about you don't mean I can save you. I gotta let God handle you now, because I'm giving you the edge. If we was to get reparations, like I said, tomorrow, there would be so many discussions on TikTok, on YouTube about, man, everybody getting $3 million. What are we going to do? There would be people online saying, do not spend your money. We're not even bringing that into the do not spend your money. There will be black folks online saying, bro, take your money and leave. Get out. They always wanted you out anyway. Right. Go live somewhere. The cost of living you probably live better, and the cost of living be way cheap, and you just live. Mm-hmm. Live instead of just existing.
So the thing with that is, but you're not promoting individualistic ideologies, are you? Saying that, okay, take your money and go somewhere. You're saying all like-minded individuals take our money and let's go.
Yeah, go somewhere. Like, bro, y'all go get some land in Africa. Go get some land in go start a black community somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Or even if I was to promote individualism right now, right, in a sense, bro, take your money, do not spend, and take your money and go live. Don't spend crazy. Just go live. Go get a piece. Go get the heck out the USA. Mm-hmm. There's going to be people that do that. There's going to be people that say, no, our ancestors fought for this land. We're going to try to build our own Wall Street. Let them do that. The ones who want to give their money right back to the white man because they want to buy a Bugatti and gold chains and Jordans, go ahead. I don't care.
I got you, Shan. I just clipped it. You a passport broker. I just clipped it. I clipped the part where you said take your money and go somewhere.
Now y'all passport bros be like,
I just clipped it.
y'all be like, get some take your money and go smash on every woman out there, and then you got bumps on your D. That's a passport, bro. You come back with 18 different diseases because you should have been with a black woman.
Well, I would just like to remind people that Africa is a continent, and it's not like it's just
in many different countries. Yeah, did I
54? It's not like it's just so many. It's just you can just go over there and just start you something because they got governments and stuff like that in place. So you may take your 3 millions and become a dictator, and you start somewhere and be your own.
I get it, but it was more so like, man, go out there. My wife makes soaps, and she's going to eventually start selling them. I'm going to be promoting them. She makes goat milk soaps. Go start you a little small company over there of natural resources and just sell your soaps and keep and live off of that. Live off of what you make. It's going to be cheaper. Well, I can't say every place in Africa is cheap. That's not what I'm saying here. But certain places across the world, the cost of living will be lower, and you probably can even live better. The food. First of all, healthier because they're not putting a lot of poison. Go to Japan. Go to China. Go somewhere. Or the ones who want to stay here and advocate for real change, let them gather together. bring them resources together, and build their own Wall Street, build their own neighborhoods. How Trump be saying, build back better. Triple B.
No, Trump didn't say that. That was Biden's.
Oh, Biden. Build back better, right? We take the 3 B's. Build back better. that's what we should do. But I don't have time to. I can educate. You know, you can lead a horse to. You ever heard I can lead a horse to water, but still can't make them drink?
Yeah,
There's probably people that's been trying to lead these degenerate black folks to water, but hey, you can't. They can't go. A lot of these people that's degenerate, they're not stupid to the point they know they shouldn't be just blowing their money. They choose to make some of them just choose to make bad choices. Why should the black folks be delayed of theirs for the sake of we got to get every person educated? You're never going to get every person educated.
That was a bar for sure. I agree with you for sure.
There is never going to be a time where every
I never
black
said to delay that because of education or lack of
no,
education.
I know you didn't.
Not you personally, Fidel.
Yeah, I know, not you. I'm just saying, like, every black person is not going to be educated.
Mhm.
They're going to spend their money how they want to spend their money. But the ones who are on code are on code, and let's get ours and just go with that. That's why you have people on TikTok that have panels where they raise money to send out to schools. Those type of lives exist on TikTok. Those type of conversations exist on YouTube. I've seen money being raised on TikTok and YouTube for kids that's facing their medical bills, but we don't bring awareness to that. I mean, even the problematic men have done it. Saw has done it. Omega has done it. Lower has done it.
Yeah, I seen them do.
Yeah, they did it. You know, they may slip up with their mouth from time to time and say something that I just completely don't agree with, and I might have to have a conversation very candidly. But you know, other than that, it shows that there's some type of care there.
Mm-hmm.
Some type of care there. I think a lot of us go wrong with bad rhetoric. I think we get in our we claim to be logical and we will get in our feelings. And me too. I could do a better job of saying something better, but like, you know, I really could. Like I should, which is why I don't mind being held accountable. But you're just never gonna get every black person on board. But there's black people with a plan that's having these conversations, and all they need is the opportunity. So if they was to get theirs tomorrow, they wouldn't blow their money because it means much to them. Even and then I agree with Dr. Umar to a certain extent about maybe not throwing a check, but having some type of tie with the land, so you're forever paid through the land. Even Omega has said something like that, getting forever paid through the land because of what your ancestors did. So let's say it wasn't 3 million in cash, but you're getting a cut from what these companies that were built by black people have made every week. Maybe that's $2,000 extra a week, or black folks being tax exempt on anything on everything.
That's not enough.
It's not enough, but I'm just throwing out ideas.
You too literal right now.
I'm just saying that's just not enough.
I get it, but I'm just saying like it's a lot.
Don't get enough, deal. I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing ever gonna be enough.
I'm saying right now I'm tax exempt. So what that means? I get no reparations? Shit, that's not enough.
Oh, okay. I do. Yeah. So like us being tied directly back to the land would keep you forever paid some way, somehow, because the land is where it's at. So I get not throwing a check, but maybe like a reparations account for every individual, like that. It's not a bank account, but it's actually like a reparations account or something, to where every week there is some money being thrown into the account from from businesses that were made by black people being distributed to this. And maybe you can't withdraw it until 10 years from now. And over those 10 years, they say you should have accumulated $3 million. And if you die, it goes directly to your children. But then your children have one as well. So you see how They probably would, if they was to do it, they probably would just go by the kids and men and women that's here right now. I get why they would do that. I'm not even mad at that. But as long as you should be forever tied to the land, I just think that would be a good option. But yeah, like I said, I was just saying every black person's not going to go, bro. It's not gonna happen.
And plus, yeah, I don't even agree. And I think certain, well, never mind. I ain't gonna get into it. But yeah, I definitely don't think. Like, I don't know why people think if you like pro-black, you have to be and accept all creeds and backgrounds of black people.
Nice to
I'm not doing that.
Wait. Say it one more time. I didn't hear it. My bad.
Oh no, I'm just saying I don't accept all black people of creeds and colors and backgrounds. I don't. There's certain black people that I want around me and that I would do business with. I'm not opening my doors for every single one just because you black.
Black as in foundational black American, or black as in character? What are you saying?
Black as in mindset.
So black as in character. So okay, I was just making sure we wasn't going down the diaspora thing before somebody get offended. Because I keep saying foundational black American, and I'm going to keep saying that because I'm talking about descendants of slaves in America. I'm not talking about everyone. So if you get offended with that, it's not my problem. That is on you. You take that how you want. Now,
so that's interesting. So do you believe in the Bible that God is talking about a certain group of individuals, or is all people welcome to heaven?
I believe multiple different. There's going to be white folks in heaven. There's going to be black folks in heaven. Hispanics, every kind of people would be in heaven, and even the tribes in the places out there that you don't know about, who don't even speak any type of
that was interesting
language. All it says all different peoples, many nations of every nation. When he spent every nation, he meant people. So every kind of people, not every person, but every kind of people will be in heaven.
Only believers, though, right?
Only believers. So if God is sovereign, even if the Bible never touches, I don't know, an island we've never discovered. I'm just saying, like a place where the gospel didn't reach. God is going to make it some way possible, because he says his word has to touch every place, right? Mm-hmm. So God's going to make it some way possible for at least some of those people to become a believer, because he already says the name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life before the foundation of the world. Everybody who's going to heaven, name has already been written. So that's very interesting. So all types of people, when he said nations, he meant people. So all types of people from every background will be in the kingdom. Mm-hmm. It's not just black folks. It's not just white folks. Damn sure ain't just white folks. God, please forget. I'm sorry.
No, for sure.
I'm sorry. I have to take that L. Please forgive me, because there's been some decent Caucasians, but it slipped. I take the L on that one. Lord, please forgive me. So Hispanics, Caucasians, blacks, some tribes in Africa, everywhere there would be people of every nation.
I got you.
In the kingdom. What made you ask that?
No, yeah, because bro, I just don't. There's just
you don't think Caucasian people will be in heaven?
No, not really. I think not really. Only certain individuals, but definitely.
You only think certain tribes will be welcome into heaven?
Well, I was just about to say, what was I about to say? No, I mean, because there's black people being cursed and stuff like that. And
where?
I think that's the reason we went into slavery. Is because
you believe that the people in the Bible were black Americans or Africans?
For sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I do know the verses that his skin was bronze and his hair was made like wool, and his eyes were red, right? So Jesus, but if you look at the place where this took, yes, there were people of darker skin, but I don't think that they were literally black. They were darker skin, but were they African? As in the way we view it. I don't think so. But they were definitely not white folks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My question to you was like, do you, because it's interesting. Well, I don't know how to like form it, but do you think God, because you know He died for our sins, do you believe that He okays sins?
Do I believe that he what?
I was gonna say, like, do you believe people must repent first
Yes.
and confess their wrongdoings
Yes.
in order to make it okay? And I don't know. It's just your. Do you think he's okay with sin?
No, I don't think the Lord is okay with sin. No. Why?
I feel.
Why do you think God is
we
okay with
all
sin?
flawed. We all flawed, and He designed us that way. And
So he says, unless your righteousness surpasses that of the Pharisees, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. So when he says, "Be ye perfect, as your Father is in heaven perfect," right? The only thing that makes you perfect is the blood of Jesus. Now, if you don't have a repentant heart, you're not getting. This does not mean you will make mistakes, but you should not be living in sin. So according to the faith, you cannot live in sin. It doesn't mean you won't sin. You just can't live in sin. It's literally impossible for you to have action against God. Like if you fornicate, there should be a grieving in your heart to be like, God, I'm so sorry, I was wrong. And you should not be falling into a sin every day. Now, there's certain sins that you may not know about, right? But you can catch yourself when you're cussing somebody out. You can stop yourself from getting angry, right? You can stop yourself from fornicating.
I actually don't believe that, brother. I actually don't. I actually find it hard for people to really control themselves. I just think when emotion flows over them, it gets the best of them. Therefore, I'm thinking that you're not necessarily in control of your anger.
Bro, that anger is a God. Like you have the right to feel anger. It's about you acting on it. Anger is a human emotion. You can have anger, but you should not act on it. You can have lustful thoughts, right? It might pop up, but you should not act on it according to the faith. So like you can't and to say that a person cannot control their emotions will make him literally a beta male, and nobody wants to be that. You can control yourself from not having sex with a woman outside of marriage. You literally can, because there's so many things that have to happen before you even take your clothes off.
So I was thinking in the sense of just feeling beyond lust and actually acting and pursuing that. I'm thinking just in the sense of, when you enrage or something like by yourself and you just want to, I guess, express it.
Bro, yeah.
You try, but you scream, you yell, you hit things.
You say you do that.
Is it not? So I'm thinking
that is not going to get you in hell.
No, I didn't think it was. I didn't think it wasn't. I was just saying, just seeing people express themselves online is interesting. That I really don't think that they can control themselves. I guess those said individuals.
I mean, because like even I get a little enraged, and I literally, that's why I'm always saying, God, please forgive me on the lie. If you're recognizing you're wrong and you're trying to do better and you're asking for forgiveness, that is what separates you from the non-believer, because you're trying. It's that grieving in your spirit to where you know that you're wrong, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want to do anything against God. It does not mean you will be perfect, but however, a pastor must be above reproach. It doesn't mean he's perfect, but he has to be above reproach. His household has to be in order. His character must be well in his neighborhood. Look at the Church of Athens. I mean, not Athens. Acts. Look at what they said. How a pastor must be. And then what did Jesus say? My disciples are the ones who put my words into practice. So everybody, and so that's why when people say that they Christian, let me see the fruit. Because he says a good tree bears good fruit and a bad tree bears bad fruit. So let me see the fruit.
And you can recognize a tree by the fruit that
You
it
can see,
bears.
yes, which is why I can say that a lot of the men in the manosphere, I can say that they're not a saint or a believer based on saying that women are the enemy instead of saying that there's only one enemy, and that's Satan.
But see, no, I can't go there. But so I mean, brother, I mean, some individuals are against men.
But your own group of women as a majority are not your enemy. And just like majority of the men, black men, are not the enemy or your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Or framing it, or even saying, throw out the baby, stuff like that. What type of God-fearing man says that? You got to really put that in perspective to me. What type of God-fearing man says throw out the baby with the bathwater? But then again, Jesus said, if anyone causes one of these young ones to stumble on account of me, it is better for his neck to be tied around a millstone and for him to be thrown into the ocean. So Jesus cared for the kids. But yet we got people out here saying throw out the baby with the bathwater. You got men in that space literally claiming to be men of God, but God is far from them. That's why Jesus said these people worship me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Because God measures the heart, not just what you do or not just what you say, your heart.
Excuse me. Can I ask you? I guess trying to say, you're saying people are saying throw out the baby with the bathwater, but the phrase is don't throw out the baby with the bathwater, and that phrase came from when the bathwater was being used from the whole entire family bathing. And they started with the dirtiest person the first, which is be the husband, who was the breadwinner, down to the youngest.
But
so by the time they got to the baby, the baby was the last one that was dirty. And they said, don't throw out the baby because the water was so dirty.
But we have men in a certain space.
They say throw out the baby with the bathwater?
Because of the divide between man and woman and what's going on with this is so stupid. Not you, I'm talking about the situation, the dating market, and the men mad at the divorce rates, men feeling like their voices have been silenced, yada yada yada. You have a man named Anton Daniels who literally said, black women are the enemy. The problem is the black woman is not a helpmeet anymore. She's the enemy. She comes in to use you and disperse of you. I know this word for word. She comes in to use you and disperse of you. And then when she's done with you, she says, what about the kids? He said, F them kids and F that woman too. Throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women, and start the community over that way.
Yeah.
So he said, so that right there is what I'm speaking to. And then you had men in his comments who were black agreeing. I mean, if we want to talk about harm, I don't want to do trauma analysis and hurt, or who has done more hurt, who could not do what, but there's no balance in some of these men in their rhetoric. There is no balance. You can't speak about family, but then call your own group of women the enemy. Why the heck would a black woman want to make a family with you or the men who follow you? Might as well decenter y'all. Y'all dudes that talk like that, they might as well decenter you, because you have too many men who are claiming to be this good man, who claiming to be God-fearing men, and there's no God in them at all. They are wolves in sheep's clothing, because no disciple has ever even spoke like that. God tells us to die for our wife. A lot of these men, I don't even believe, would die for their own woman. Jesus said to love your women to where you would die for it, as Christ died for the church, as Christ loved the church. Your woman, not any woman, your wife.
Well, I mean, it sounds to me that's. I think this situation can be based on what foundation are these people operating from?
What they call it
If you're
Christian.
operating from, bingo, that's what I was gonna say. You calling out not the so-called believers.
So-called brothers in Christ. So-called.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
some of them, because a
Now-
lot of the manosphere men are not believers. They have said that. But specific ones, when you play with God like that, when
Well,
you
because
use,
to me,
huh? When you use God,
I didn't say anything.
no, yeah, I'm saying when you say you are a man of God, but then can call your own group of women the enemy. Because I'm Christian, I have to come after you for saying that. If you are a man who has a huge platform, like dear future wifey, but you're falling into fornication, probably with God's children every 6 months, and you don't even have a wife, I have to call you out on that, because y'all are infiltrating the body of Christ, and we have to hold you accountable. And when you're sitting around with pastors, and you're sitting around with believers, and you're sitting around like that, and you're not correcting your mistakes, I have to call you out on it, because I have to hold you accountable, because you are a man. And if you were a real man of God, you would not be doing that, purposely playing with God in his face.
Can I ask you, do you believe that majority of black women are out of order?
No. I believe people in general are out of order. So I believe majority of people
are they
I don't out of order in what sense? Because what does out of
I was
order
going to say and according to the Bible, in a biblical sense, are black women out of order?
mean?
No.
I don't think I would have to see like what you're talking about. Like if you're talking about black women fornicating, if they're in the no, wait, hold on. If they're in the body of Christ, no. I don't believe the black woman Christian majority of them who are really walking with God are out of order, because God orders their footsteps. Now, if you're not a believer in Christ and you're doing whatever you want to do, technically, yes, I would be able to say that that person may be out of order, or that man who is fornicating and who is abandoning his children, that man who is being a degenerate on purpose, he's out of order too.
Okay, so now if you are you aware that black women have more children than black men?
Am I aware that black women have more children than black men? So are we going to really go into the
No, we don't have to.
20%?
But I'm just saying. Do you know that though?
Let's look that up.
You can't have any men with men don't have children. What do you mean?
Yeah, I like
What?
to even say that. I mean that's crazy. I mean like if we were to get a number, if a woman has 2 children with 2 different men, like of course I don't understand like what's the relevancy of it, but I was just gonna look it up for entertainment purposes.
From like a biblical standpoint, in terms of like the
If there's no Bible in them, what can I do to that?
Right. So but that's still my question is: do you believe that? So do you believe that majority of black women are believers or non-believers?
No,
do you think there's more believers or non-believers?
I think majority of the women come from the black America comes from a Christian background, has a Christian background.
So
I think that's actually been studied. I said a Christian background. I didn't say they were Christ-like.
Oh, okay, right. Well, but I'm just saying, how many of those do you believe?
I don't know. I don't know
Right.
how. I can't quantify the number. So get to your real question. What is your real question?
I actually want to just take it step by step. No, because when
Do you believe the majority of black? Hold on. Do you believe the majority of black men are out of order?
Nope. I don't believe majority of black men are out of order.
So somehow it's always the woman that is out of order. That is
How don't you see like what are you? I don't see what you don't understand. Like, so you think it? So I'm saying, so you think it's more black men that's out of order than black women?
Yeah,
Or you think
especially when
what you wanna do is-
especially when it comes to, okay, if you want to talk about, if you want to talk about violence, right? Because God says do not murder. Black men murder more. Hold on, wait, because we talk about, if we talk about other order, let's, I mean, if
That's
you want
a
to go,
small percentage.
if
That's
you,
not,
it doesn't
but
matter, it
I'm
doesn't
talking
matter.
about the
It does,
majority, brother.
we're
I'm
speaking
talking
on
about
we're speaking
over
on the issue.
50%.
Majority. So are you saying majority of women are out of order in character, out of order in sin? You're speaking on a baby-based standpoint.
No, whoever that dude, you said the Anton Daniels dude said that black women aren't helpmates no more. He said black women aren't helpmates.
Yeah,
or they don't assist black men. And you saying
I don't think that's. I don't think they should.
I'm so do black women assist and are
you have to be married? Why you have to be married to her? Why should she assist you? Like, if you got men saying that they don't want to get married,
ain't that what he's speaking on? You said he's
you gotta make her a helpmate. How is she? Why is she? This is what I don't understand. Like,
no, I mean, it does not. She must become a wife. And
you have to be a husband before you are a husband. No, I'm sorry. You don't become a husband until you are actually a husband.
No, I don't agree with you when you say that.
See, that's BS. It ain't official. It ain't official. It ain't official until God signs it until God signs it upstairs. I don't care about your character. I don't care about what you're doing. Hold on. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You could be this great man. You could be this great woman. You could think that you have all these qualities and everything. You have to marry her first before she becomes a wife. You have to marry her so she becomes a wife. You have to marry her so you become a husband. You're not just a husband and she's not just a wife innately. It's not innate in you. You have to, it ain't real till it's on a piece of paper. The house ain't yours until you sign the piece of paper. You're not a homeowner until you're a homeowner. You don't own the car.
In order to become a homeowner, you have to possess the qualities. You have to do the steps.
All you have to become a homeowner, all you got to do is have the money. You literally, all you got to do is have the money. But so, like, we don't have to break that. We don't have to break that down.
You could come out of, okay, I'm saying that, but I'm just saying that you're saying from a biblical sense, and then from a to consummate the marriage and to become that, they must act.
God don't call you no husband until that paper is signed.
Till you say I do.
Till you say I do. Because if you're fornicating with that woman, you're sinning against God. But hey, I'm
saying what that doesn't even make sense. So the man that finds a wife finds a good thing.
The man who finds a wife finds a good thing.
Okay, so how? So if I find a wife in the grocery store, she's not a wife then?
She's not. You have to make her a wife. He's not literally called.
I found her.
He's not literally called. Yeah, but why? He has to marry her first, bro. Okay, so why is there such thing as adultery or fornication then?
That's
what? Answer the question. Come on.
To understand that is wait.
I listen, because you got these terms called wifey.
That's not true.
You got the what do you say? What do you say?
Adultery. He said
both men and women commit adultery, or only
yes, both men and women can commit adultery.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I thought it was somewhere in the Bible that apparently only women can commit adultery.
No, what are you talking about? If it says if a so, bro, you go straight. Don't do that, bro. I love the scriptures. I love the scriptures.
Mm-hmm. No.
Like, why would you think that only why would see this is why we're wait, hold on, Dale. Hold on, Dale. This is why hold on, Dale. Hold up, brother. Hold up. This is what get me upset. Because why do you think that a man could go out and cheat on his wife, which would make him an adulterer, right? But you don't think that a woman who goes out and cheat, you think that a woman who goes out and cheat on her man is an adulterer, but a man who goes out and cheat on his wife is not?
No, I was picking your brain, brother. I thought that's what it said in the Bible.
No,
Somebody
that's not.
Somebody had mentioned that, and I thought that was interesting.
The dude
I
is
just
a,
had to pick your
whoever
brain 'cause
mentioned
I
that
know
is
you
a
like the word.
whoever mentioned that is an idiot. He's an idiot. And why would you not go fact check that?
I didn't agree with it.
Then why did you ask? Then why did you ask me?
No, I was asking for clarification, brother. I'm only picking your brain.
So what?
It was a question. Like, you notice I literally asked. I didn't say that wasn't the case. I literally asked you.
So he who finds a wife finds a good thing, but what do you have to make her? That scripture was spiritual. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. But if you sleep with this woman that you're calling it, because how many men have done that? Oh, you wifey, or oh, you my wife, but you're sleeping with her. You're calling her your wife. You're sleeping with her. You have not made it official. You're fornicating and sinning against God, right? Because you never made it official. And guess what? She didn't even get down the aisle, but she was wifey though. You ain't even marry her. You called her a wife, but you ain't even marry her. You sinned against your Lord and Savior.
Could one become a wife? Wait, so could you marry a woman and she become a wife, and vice versa? Or can you get married and become a husband?
You don't become a husband until you're married. She doesn't become a wife until you're married. I get what you're trying to say, that the character and everything has to be aligned there. But if you're going to say that that's innate in a man to be a husband, that would be cap according to what y'all say. And then a woman is not innate to be a wife. She has to have all these qualities. Men are not innate providers, protectors, or husbands. It's not in you. You don't become those things. You don't become a provider until you become a husband, because she's your first ministry.
Well, men are providing and protecting through the courting stage.
You do the fam.
Men are literally doing husbandly duties.
Fam, no woman should be doing wifely duties until she's made a wife.
What is wifely duties like?
Y'all shouldn't even be shacking. Y'all shouldn't even be shacking up together. She should show you. She should give you a hint. Hold on, wait. Time out. She should give you a hint from time to time that this is what I bring to the table. But she should not give that to you 24/7. Y'all shouldn't even be shacking together, because you're going to fall into lust.
You reaching now. I ain't say
24/7. She should not be showing a wifely duty thing for you every day of the week until you have made her a wife.
So a man shouldn't be providing.
Don't do it. Then stay single.
So do you hear yourself?
I do.
No reciprocation on a man's behalf.
You don't do it every goddamn time.
So women. So what are you saying? Men shouldn't protect. So men should selectively protect and provide.
You protect and provide for your wife. You protect and provide for people. But what do you ask? The question that you asking?
What about during the dating stage?
You show that during the dating stage. Show that woman that you have the makings of a husband from here and now. And then she shows you that she has the makings of a wife. It's not simple. And it's not complicated.
But women do not want to do that. They literally say they.
Oh my God, bro! I hate you, bro. Majority of freaking women are not online saying that. That's what makes me mad, because every time y'all do this gaslighting, you will literally get on here and say women say that this. So now you're saying women. That's all goddamn women. Leave those women alone. Why are you so focused on the delusional woman? Go find. Oh wait, are you even married?
No, brother.
And you're probably not gonna get married, huh?
What you mean? I'm definitely I'm only 30.
I'm asking a question. That wasn't a diss. So are you fornicating?
No.
How long you been celibate?
About 4 months now.
So you fell into so do you have any kids out of wedlock?
No.
So you fell into sin 4 months ago. Was she a wife?
No, she wasn't, brother.
And you knew that.
She had wife duties.
No. But was she a wife?
She was raised to be. So I mean,
so why you didn't lock it down?
Huh?
Why you didn't lock it down?
She was a little bit immature for me.
So she was a wife, but she was a little bit immature, and that wasn't enough for you to lock it down. Like you ain't perfect either. So what was wrong? Actually, I don't even want to know. So, but she was you believe in Jesus?
I'm on the fence, brother.
So wait, so what do you believe? Wait, hold on, time out. You don't believe in God, but then you want to have a conversation about what the Bible say.
I'm interested in it, like, because we was raised that fundamentally, but I mean, I never got into it.
So you're not a true believer yet.
No.
But then there's nothing that I can say. You sinned against the one true God. According to
well, that's why I was asking you questions. I just wanted to pick your brain, brother, because I already know you a believer and shit. So, and you already know I rock
you found a wife, but you did not marry her, and y'all claim that
I was a husband though, brother. In all fairness, though, I couldn't. I mean, I wasn't ready, brother.
But you were ready to get in the draws.
No, actually not. That's why I cut it off.
You just said you fell into sin,
bro.
huh?
I didn't want to waste your time.
You just said you fell into sin 4 months ago.
I had to cut her off because I didn't want to waste her time.
Time out. You just literally said that you fell into fornication 4 months ago, bro.
Yeah, I mean we messed around, brother, but I couldn't.
So she was. So wait. She was a wife. She was good enough for you to smash. She was a little immature here, and then you run away.
I didn't necessarily run away.
You broke it off.
I had to. I didn't want to waste her time.
What was wasting her time, bro? Are you scared about finances or what? What is it?
Brother, I wasn't a husband, bro. Like I just.
But did you put on a front like you were?
No, I'm being myself. No.
Did you lead her on in any type of capacity where she thought that was going to work?
Say that. What's the question?
Did you lead her on in any type of capacity to where she really thought it was going to work with you?
Nope, she wanted it to, but like she just tried to get too clingy, bro. Like so, I was just like, nah, it just can't, bro. She was literally talking about she want to play her. She was just saying stuff. She literally wanted. She was trying to do whatever I wanted her to do, and I wasn't having that, bro. She literally whatever I wanted, she would have done for me. But like, I don't like a woman like that.
You know what? You're an idiot. Like respectfully, I'm not saying she should be your slave, but like, bro, you had a woman that was down for you, right?
Yeah.
And she was riding for you. She wanted you. You're complaining about the dating market.
Now her actions. Well, I'm not, bro. I'm not complaining about.
Men are complaining about the dating market, and you have a woman. She was a little bit immature, but she was a wife. I don't even know what a little bit immature mean, but if that was your deal breaker, you probably just lost a good one, and those are hard to come by, apparently, to y'all.
Now you bunch me in.
I said apparently to some men. I'm sorry, to some men. Apparently, to some men, a good woman is such a.
You wasn't ready.
This is why.
I just can't. In fact, like I always be honest, and I just didn't like she was kind of pressuring me to like commit to her, but I couldn't commit to her, and then like she just, bruh.
But bro, you committed to the draws. Why are these women so good enough for y'all to have sex?
To be honest, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even that, we weren't even sexually compatible. So, bro, I couldn't. But that could be worked on and everything. But that wasn't a deal breaker. I'm just saying, bro. I ain't saying like I could easily manipulate her or something like that, but I just didn't like the fact, bro, she was willing to do anything that I wanted her to do. I don't like that. I don't like that, bro.
Like what? Like, give me an example, bro.
No, bro. She just OC, bro. She just.
Give me an example, bro.
She wasn't the girl for me, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
So look, you have a submissive woman. You have a submissive woman.
Bro, I don't want submission that way. To when I say go, I don't do that.
But that's what a lot of men want.
Brother, I don't know if that's what most
Raphael, if you don't, do you not know when you have a good thing in front of you, bro? She'll do anything you want. Okay, just don't take advantage of her and have her doing stupid stuff. But keep her. Just have her doing stuff right. If she gonna do whatever you want, don't take it to the extreme to where she, I don't know, eating you from the back.
Yeah,
just dump what?
Yeah, I ain't getting down with that.
Yeah, I'm just yeah, you know, just stupid stuff like that. Like, but like she willing to do anything. So she was willing to help you with a business if you would have started one. She willing to help your platform grow if you would have started one. If you need a meal, she was willing to cook for you. She was willing to do all.
I agree to the meal part for sure, but it was just.
I've come to the logical confusion. I said, yeah, the logical confusion, not conclusion. I made it up. I've come to the logical confusion.
Yeah.
You niggas don't know what you want. Y'all don't know what you want, fam. You got a submissive woman, fam, who will go down for you, bro.
One second. If I'm gonna have this conversation, in all fairness to other men, I don't want you to blanket our conversation and place it onto other men. Like I don't want you. I
won't do that. I won't do that. No, this is a lot of men, bro. This is literally a lot of men. This is the story that a lot of men have said. That hey man, I had a good.
A lot of men are complaining about submission. So I'm not.
No. A lot of men are saying, man, that I really had a good one, and I don't know what happened. I let that go. There's always one.
Said that on the other end as well, though, but I don't really pay it that much attention.
Okay, so
women have admitted that they fumbled good men.
All right, your story. Okay, you don't know what you want.
No, I knew what I wanted. It just wasn't. I didn't want it from her.
But you had sex with her.
I did, brother.
You added another body.
We wasn't compatible, and then I didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable.
So why did you keep her around, bro? Why did you keep her around?
To be honest, it wasn't. We was rocking for.
Raphael, are you trolling me, bro? Are you trolling me?
No,
because you are a troll. So like, just be honest. Are you?
I am, but just not in this instant, brother.
Okay.
No, I'm like it.
You trolling me.
Dale, what you talking about, Mr.
Raphael trolling me, bro. You gotta be trolling.
Sound like he's trolling you, dude.
No, I'm not trolling. It's true, like, brother. It's how is men? Because it's possible men don't know what they want, women as well, and then some people do lose a good thing in front of them. They were not ready for it, whatever have you. All that cliche nonsense, whatever. That could have been the case for me, but that's not the case for me. That could have been the case for other individuals. Me, I just, bro.
Wait. I heard compatible. Was she black?
No, she's Hispanic.
What?
That's what. Bro, she was Hispanic, and she raised to be a wife, and she was feisty.
When you say that, what does that mean?
When I say what exactly?
What like were you born in a 2-parent household?
No, sir.
You wasn't even raised to be a husband. So
I know that.
So like, was she born in a 2-parent household?
Yeah, she was.
So man, yeah, you should probably get. Because you keep saying she was raised to be a wife. Do you know what that looks like? Do you know what being a wife looks like?
Say it again.
Do you even know what being a wife looks like? What does that look like?
In some instances, when I go to holiday parties and gatherings and stuff like that.
Describe a wife.
All of the men that I know are married. They older than me. They married, and so they just. I see little bits and pieces of it when they communicate with each other, but I don't know the ins and outs of people's marriages from here and there. But I just know that all of these individuals are different cultures, and the women act a certain way. from like the grandmother to the aunties to the sisters. They have men. It's very communal. So they literally act a certain way. And to a degree, the men do sit there and chill, and then the women serve them. But I'm not down with something like that. But that works for them. That's how they was raised. That's how they was traditions was passed down.
So you don't believe so because you keep saying she was raised to be a wife. So were you shooting a shot at yourself because you weren't raised to be a husband, so you couldn't handle her or something? Or like what are you saying? Because are you saying that your own group of women is not wife material?
I couldn't handle her emotionally because her emotions was a bit all over the place. Like I would have conversations and talk to her, but she had some trauma that she needed to work through, and I would help her out with that. But it was just, I mean, some things she just couldn't get over. Some things I just couldn't help her with. So the advice was there, the support was there. I just, she just, hey.
Okay, all right. I mean, I'm thoroughly thoroughly confused, bro. Thoroughly confused.
I wouldn't. I can't explain it, brother. She wasn't for me.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, was she worth fighting for, Raphael? Just answer honestly.
No, brother.
Then I'm
fighting who?
Huh?
Fighting who? Who was she work? Who is he gonna fight for?
No. Was she worth fighting for? Meaning like fighting through the relationship, not another person.
Because my question would be: was she worth him maturing for?
Was she worth him? Mm-hmm.
That her maturity should not be based upon a man. And what a man is doing.
Your maturity.
Well, what about
your maturity? Because you wasn't ready.
Did you hear what I said? A person should not depend on another person to better themselves. They must do that journey on them by themselves.
So are you saying that you're not good enough for like? Are you husband material for anyone? Because you said that
I possess qualities, but no.
Well, then don't date. Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, I wouldn't even.
Tell you, I took a hiatus for 4 months.
I won't 4 years. No, I'm just playing, bro. Listen, bro. It don't go
because it was dangerous. You feel me?
Well, it's not gonna be perfect, bro. Like, bro, there's gonna be one red flag in a woman or a man, bro. But it shouldn't be nothing too crazy, man. Until you get to a point where somebody is worth fighting for with their problems, because everybody gonna have some type of baggage. It ain't gonna be no crazy baggage or nothing like that, but it's gonna be something there. Like, you're supposed to grow together, and you probably just lost out on a good one, fam.
If that is the case, then I'm okay with that, brother. I already made.
You should be, based on the way that you be talking out here saying what these women is saying.
No, I don't do that, brother. You bunching me in with these individuals. I told you not to do that.
Raphael, I said I didn't bunch you in. I just said based on the way that you say what women be saying, right? I said you shouldn't have lost a good one. I didn't say.
I said that women have admitted to stepping away from a good man. That's all.
No, you're missing it, bro. When you was like women. When you think women are out of order, or women say that they women something, but it was along those lines. I'm saying you should you should not date him.
I'm on the outside looking in. So when I hear this gender war thing going on, when I hear that women won't submit to men, and women need something to submit to, that's on the outside looking in. Like, that's just, I don't know if they can meet common ground. They keep beefing with each other. It's something, I don't know what they got. Something got to give, but neither one want to give to be with each other.
No, neither one's touching grass.
He said neither
one is touching grass. You're online all day listening to the same type of rhetoric, and you're not even going out trying to date anybody. Like the men who are online talking, you're not even approaching women because you're scared you're a punk. because you're scared of rejection. Well, I ain't gonna say you're a punk. You're scared of rejection. Go talk to a woman. Go actually study women out here. Smell good, look good. People not even going back to the basics. Then you wonder why your chances are getting slim. You don't look like nothing. You look like 12 years a slave. You don't got a fresh lineup. You don't got your face shaved down. You look busted. And then your mouthpiece. You can't even start conversation. Women like conversations.
I think, but we have to understand. I mean, because I hear both sides of the story. Like, I get why men don't want to approach women. Like, I get the fear of the rejection aspect, but I also know at the same time, this is beyond rejection. This is about being shamed now. If you don't, I mean, I get it, but that's a tough one. That's a tough position to be in.
There's some extreme women that can do that and go live about, oh my God, the man tried to, man, F that woman. Like, respectfully.
No. He's been doing that too much.
Yeah, you know, literally.
Brother, I never said I was promiscuous. Relax, brother.
Hey, man, forget that type of woman, bro. Like, literally, every woman is not out here to steal your. Like, how can I frame this without making people mad? Every woman ain't out here to try to steal your pockets and shame you, right? And make you look bad and make your life a living HE double hockey stick, bro. A lot of women out here still want to be approached, still want to be courted, and still want a man. I just don't understand, for all these pick-me's out here, why the heck y'all not picking them?
Well, see, I don't even understand that definition, brother. I don't know if it's an online thing or it's a real life thing, but apparently
a woman who subscribes to a pick-me is a woman who subscribes to the ideals of what a man is looking for in a wife, meaning shedding up when a man says shedding up, cooking, clean, being feminine, right? All of those things. You got all these, and I don't like using pick-me's. I'm saying it because it's a social media term. So let me reframe it. The women that actually want to be with a man, they are going out here saying, I need a man. I want a man. Where is my husband? Where to find him? I find it odd that all those women, that's because that side of TikTok is crazy too. That side of YouTube is jumping too. Why are those women still single?
But that's something that they gotta ask themselves. They gotta.
Y'all not picking them, fam. Y'all, I mean, men not picking those women.
But it's multitudes of reasons why. Obviously, one, they're not putting themselves out there. They're second guessing themselves. They're working through their internal issues, childhood trauma, financial trauma. But it's various reasons as to why people aren't.
It is so many. Oh my goodness! It is so many wives out here walking around. Wife is in character, not literally. So many wives out here walking around. So many women looking for a man. So many women online saying, "I can't wait to find my husband." Like, where is he? I'm trying. Like, and y'all act like them videos and all that stuff don't exist. You got women out here trying to go to lounges, being at the library, just hoping that a man would step into their life, and they're not getting chose.
If you understand that part of it, then you have to also take a look at the other side as to why men are turned off, why men aren't approaching women. Like, if you understand that there's women that are willing and want to work and find a man, you must understand why men aren't engaging with women anymore.
Then I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that because what we have done in this here space is that we act like women. For men, you got women complain on. You got some women because they act like it's overwhelming majority. Oh, men out here not approaching women anymore, and this, that, and third. Like, it's a lot of women for that same side. It's a lot of women out here that don't want to be approached. Like, I'm scared of men. I don't want them around me because I mean they crazy. They might lose. I might lose my life.
Yeah.
Get shot at the gas station. They go looking at the all of that. It's a lot of that going on too, brother. So, like, there's a lot of women.
See, I understand the woman's side, but I need you to contextualize the man side as well. Bring it both together, and then you'll see why there's a
What
disconnect.
the man side? Men are not approaching. Men are not approaching.
You got the woman side down pat.
Men are not. Men are not approaching women based on certain actions of certain women.
Yeah, I agree. Yo.
All right. If the overwhelming majority of men are not approaching women, cool. Just don't sleep with them. Let the human race cease to exist. If that's how you want to go.
And I agree with that. So now I actually like the idea of decentralizing men. Yes. I wish women would actually do it. They considering it, but they're not doing it. And to Dale made a point. He's literally said that her maturity is based upon me. Am I the right man to make her want to be mature? That makes no sense.
That is not what he said.
That's not what I said.
What he said something to that effect, but go ahead.
I asked, when he said, was she worth fighting for? I asked him, who were you going to be fighting for her? And so I asked, was she worth maturing for? You maturing for her, because you said you wasn't ready for her. She was ready to be a wife, but you wasn't ready to be a husband. I was asking if was she worth you maturing for her?
No, I said she was immature in areas. And you spoke.
I know what you said. I know what you said, but I was calling you out saying that you was the one that was immature because you said you wasn't ready.
You was calling me, well, that's cute. What do you mean? I don't understand. I think it's very mature that I'm admitting that I don't want to waste someone's time.
But you had already wasted. But you had already wasted her time.
I didn't waste her time.
How long were y'all dating?
3 months.
You literally wasted 3 months of her. You had sex with her, but you added another body, and you literally wasted 3 months of her time. Time that she can't get back in a body that she can't get back.
I don't understand why is it being viewed as wasting one's time.
Because you said it. You said I didn't.
If you're gonna make that argument, then you have to say that she wasted my time as well.
You said. Well, this is next level gaslighting, Raphael.
I don't want to waste her time.
You said you don't want to waste her time.
If I prolonged the relationship, I would have been wasting her time.
You had already, but so what I'm saying is you were already in a relationship. You did waste her time. You wasted your own time too, and you gave her a body.
That doesn't make sense. I didn't waste her time, nor did I.
It's 3 months, not time.
That was time well spent for both of us.
But it still was a waste of her time because she didn't get nothing out of it but a body. She didn't get a ring.
That's incorrect, brother.
Okay. Oh my gosh. She got little dates. She got treats, but she didn't get to the promised land of being raised to be a wife and being a wife. What she got was intercourse.
That's not what she got, brother.
What did she get?
That's between me and her, and I can't speak on behalf of
Ralph, bro, please, dog.
I can't speak on behalf of what she.
I'm not asking you to expose this woman. What I'm saying is, bro.
Do you understand that I can't speak on behalf of her though? Can you understand that though?
Then how you can say she got something else?
What? I never made the claim. Y'all made the claim that I wasted her time, and I disagree with that.
Bro, time out. Every relationship that a man or woman gets into that does not lead to the promised land of marriage, especially if they both want to be married is a waste of time because time you cannot get that back. So that's time invested. That's money spent. That's conversations that did not lead to a woman walking down the aisle to you.
And you learned something from that, though.
Oh my Jesus Christ, God! You're not understand. You're not understanding. I said every relationship that does not lead to the promised land, if both of y'all want to be married, is a waste of time. If you are marriage minded, a woman will say that, and a man will say that.
I don't disagree with that.
So again, if you did not lead that woman down the aisle to be your wife, it was literally a waste of time, a conversation, and money, and all y'all got was sex, a body.
That's not all that took place. But
You
I'm
got
understanding
sex. She
maybe
got
on
sex.
average.
Okay, she got sex with no ring.
Oh, you do know sex is transactional for both, right? Both benefit. You act like
I'm finna
like
lose.
I
I'm
just
finna
gave
like
her
I
pee.
like Ralph. I'm finna lose my
Shit,
mind, bro.
shit.
I'm
It's an
finna
equal
lose.
exchange, brother.
I'm finna lose my mind, bro.
Shit,
I
hold on.
literally said both of y'all got sex with no ring.
Okay, now you said that. You ain't said that at first.
But I did say that. I said it before, and then I said she got.
Bro, you said I wasted her time and all I did was give her pee.
The next time
And I literally said, why is it that my time couldn't have been wasted? And why did
you
I not
wasted
give
your
up
own
my
time. Were
body
you
as
the
well?
pursuer? Were you the pursuer? Did you go up
Yes.
to her, or did she go to? Then you wasted your own time. How is the woman wasting your time with a woman when she wanted marriage and you didn't marry her? That doesn't even make sense. You wasted your.
Hold on, brother. I didn't say that she wanted marriage from me right away or anything like that.
She wanted a relationship with you, right?
Yes.
And then eventually, I'm thinking if she was willing to do all these things for you, then she would have wanted marriage. She wouldn't want to go 7 years down the line.
She was very clingy, bro. She got very clingy, bro.
One day,
She was moving very fast. Like, what did you want? Like, she was moving too fast.
Then you waste. She was moving too fast. Oh, okay. So okay, all right. So she apparently she just drove you crazy. It was too much affection, right? I thought women would know they affection everything. I don't even know what the hell is going on anymore.
Brother, I'm telling you, she was feisty, but at the same time, she was she had.
At the end of the day, both of y'all had sex. Both of y'all.
She had some past issues that she was projecting onto the development of our relationship.
Okay, cool. So so we're not gonna speak on. I usually know what that means. So with that being said, you both wasted it. You both of y'all times were wasted. Okay, and y'all didn't get it didn't get to the promised land. You can't get those 3 months back, Raphael. So time was wasted because it wasn't invested into a marriage or getting to the marriage.
But just know my heart was pure. It's just, you know what I mean? That she just was moving fast, and
I get you, bro. But
I had some unhealed trauma, brother. That it was being projected, and I didn't want to start off a relationship on that. All she
did was, bro. If I say this and you take offense, all she did, maybe she got some conversations. Maybe she got a little money here and there. Maybe she got to go out. Maybe she got a momentary friend, right? At the end of the day, I can still spin it to say all she got was those things and some D. That's all she got. She didn't get nothing else. You cut it off. That's all she got was the time that was wasted with her and some D.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so you wanted me to start a relationship built on non-trust?
I don't know.
Insecurities,
I think a lot of things can be worked on. If you want it to work. When a man wants something to work, it works.
I was trying to work with her.
Did you go to therapy with her?
Working through it, huh?
Did you go to therapy with her?
She wasn't open to it.
Well, okay, all I'm saying. Okay, well, she went over to it. I can't do nothing about that.
We would watch clips of therapy sessions on other couples to gain a perspective on life.
Nigga, I said, did you go to therapy? Said not watching the thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't necessarily up for it. So the best I could do is to have like certain conversations about healing and discussions and turmoil and like stuff like that. Giving her little fucking therapy.
I get you, bro. I get you. So so you saying I find it funny that she would do anything for you, but she wouldn't go to therapy with you. That just doesn't if she
But that
want,
aspect
but she
was-
wanted you to work
That's the
so,
trauma part.
huh?
That's where the trauma came in at.
So she wanted.
She wasn't ready to address.
Are you saying she was trying to use you to get over her trauma? That she was trauma dumping?
No, I don't think she was. Damn, I don't think she was doing that. It didn't necessarily. Well, maybe it came to my mind, but I don't know. I didn't want to think that about it. I didn't want to just say, "Oh snap, she just using me," because things didn't work out with her previous person.
All right, bro.
But she moved fast. She was moving fast on me. She was trying to cuff me hard. I'm just like, damn, we just started talking.
You was in a relationship for 3 months. That's what you said. You're already cuffed. You're already cuffed.
We wasn't in a relationship officially, brother.
And yet you had sex with this woman.
It's an equal exchange, brother. Why are you trying to make it seem like her body is more valuable than mine, brother?
A woman's body is more valuable than a man's body.
That's very interesting that you would say that.
Oh, a woman's body can do a lot.
Brother, I thought we were equal.
Huh?
Oh, we are equal now?
We equal as in both being human, but we are not equal in what our bodies can do.
Hold on, brother. Okay, so you said a woman's body is more valuable than a man's body.
And she can give birth. I can't do that.
Brother, we carry life.
Without, we don't carry life. We carry the potential of life. She carries the life. It has to become a life first. That's not how biology works, brother. You carry the potential of a life, but a life has to.
You know what I meant, brother.
But it doesn't. But no, because y'all try to spin that. Because hold on, Raphael. Because No Fugazi on his podcast, he always tries to spin it that way that women just bring us to term. Men plant the seed, but you still don't carry life. You carry the potential of. It's not life. A life is not a human life until it is completely in that womb. It grows in that womb. That's it. She carries the life. You can't even have a lineage without a woman. You can't have a human race without a woman.
Well, it goes the same for women as well, brother.
What you mean?
They want children and family too.
I know. So with me, but her value, a woman's more valuable because of what her body can do. There's value in a woman's body. And I'm not trying to equate value to a woman's but JJ and her reproductive organs. However, that biologically, a woman's valuable, fam.
No, not more valuable. Woman definitely has value. But I mean, if that's your opinion, if you view women more valuable than men, so be it.
I'm gaslighting.
No, I know.
I'm gaslighting.
I'm gonna say the God made the man first, brother.
And out of his rib, he made a woman because it says it was not good for man to be alone. And you see how distraught Adam was. Like, this is flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. She shall be called woman. See, God said it's not good for man to be alone. You heard that? He said it's not good for man to be alone. That's value right there, showing how much a woman makes a difference in a man's life. This man had all the trees, all the apples, all the animals, and still was mad. Well, still had a look on his face, basically. Yeah. But when that woman showed up, boy, God, this is flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. You gotta be called woman. Look, come on, read those words, bro. See how much passion.
I'm not gonna go against the word, though. I mean, and that's right there.
That shows you just how valuable a woman is.
Man, like, no, brother. We know the argument is women.
And then not only that, bro. Men live longer when they're married. Oh shoot, this lady just wrote that in the comments too. That's crazy. So if you look into most married men live longer than single men, bro.
I don't know about that because
the literal statistics, fam, say that married men live longer. than single men.
And so what are they trying to say? The reason is because of a woman doing what?
Okay, women are very organized, right? Men don't go to men don't go to the hospital like they're supposed to. So you'll have in relationship, I mean, hey, you need to go get yourself checked out. You know, your prostate, this. So women definitely go to the hospital more than men to get themselves checked out. One, because of their biology, you know, they got, you know, I can't say that word on here, but you know, pap smears and all that, and you know, they have to have more checkups. You know, so they're always telling me, hey, you need to go to get this checked out. Hey, boo, have you did this? Oh, we need to go work. Hey, stop eating that. They'll even start changing your diet without your permission.
Okay, but the interesting thing about that is, and I agree that some women do that, but a man can do that without a woman, though, brother.
But they don't. So you're not understanding what you're not understanding what I'm saying. If the statistics, regardless, are saying that men live longer when they're married, there's a whole caveat of reasons that a man lives longer, and that goes towards the one. Yeah, even if it's a reflection of what the man's not doing, the statistics say a married person lives longer. Why are we trying to negate this? If you want to say it's a man problem that he's not taking care of himself, cool. If you want to say that women are taking care of their man, I have no problem spinning it that way too, because you know how I get down. Women are taking care of men better than women take care of men better than men take care of men. But anyway, hey man, look, it's been nice. I gotta go. It's 3:15. I gotta get off here.
For sure.
We'll be on here tomorrow. I'll see y'all later.
All right, good night, brother.
Good night. Hey, YouTube, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I gotta get off here though. Y'all have a good one. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream.